This video is about haters turned allies. Is it already going? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. They can hear you. They can hear you.
Gotcha. Hey, hello. It's so funny when you can't see stream. I'm sure there'll be.
What? 1 sec. Okay, 1 sec.
Yeah, I'm trying to save Jake from himself right now because if he does, can speak up. My hand is forced.
You're trying to save Jake from himself from doing what?
I don't want him to force my hand for us to release those recordings.
Okay, so you don't have access to an email or anything like that.
Like his email on. Oh my god, get me out of this, dude. When we broke up, he was supposed to delete me from all those things.
Last week we hit you with one of these. You missed Beckett's super chat? I'm sorry, Beckett. I give it 6 months until Lex makes accusations against Jake. Looking into bits around her channel, it looks like she flips out against anyone and around her, so no normal person gets evicted this much. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. That sounds like it would be the case, though. She seems like a traveling trauma fucking salesman who's just here to 4 days. Their relationship imploded in 4 days. Pick up. So we'll see if that's actually no, it wasn't 4 days. This was like 2 weeks ago, but literally within a month, this thing was a fucking massacre. Listen, on the short term, he got laid. On the short term, he got laid. Could you imagine if next year, like in March, we have to defend Jake Weddle from false allegations? Like we have to go full sail the other way. Chat, you're not gonna believe it. But as Chud Logic likes to say, a man's life hangs in the balance. By the way, before we get super into this, I don't know how to fix the reaction images. For some fucking reason, all of the reaction images are stuck and I cannot change them. I don't know how to edit them. I don't know how they were edited. I have no idea how to fix the reaction images. I'm not going to say what's in them, but I am going to say that I cannot fix them and I do not know why they're there. Okay? Anywho... Chat, yesterday, Lex, the Jake Weddle girlfriend, appeared on several live streams. Supposedly what had happened is a few nights ago, there was literally a situation where they got into an argument and she called the police to have her removed from the premises. Dude, I can't. Apparently Jake Weddle had cops knocking at the door telling him to leave while he was packing his things. Within how long? It's actually fucking unreal, dude. So Lex calls in here and she does an interview on one stream, the MRAW stream, and then Jake Weddle called into the Aiden live stream. This is literally like Nick DeOrio and Chud Logic at home, right? So Chud Logic got the girlfriend interview late last night, and then Nick DeOrio at home got the Jake Weddle interview. So I unfortunately do have to apologize for the quality of this discussion, specifically the Aiden one, but wow. I am actually shocked that this happened. Guys, this is some riveting stuff here. I swear this is going to be funny.
He's Laz.
True. All right. What's going on?
Hi, Morale.
What's up?
Oh,
Hello?
you know, just chilling.
Guys, again, if you don't know, this is the girlfriend of Jake Weddle. She's the one who was doing the legal threats to Hellbent recently, who was using multiple accounts to try to trick everyone. The YouTube drama subreddit initially apologized. They've since taken that apology back and kind of they clarified what actually happened, but it turned out that she trolled them too. This woman thinks she's the smartest woman on the planet. She's constantly telling stories about how she has a wealthy family and she's litigious and she's going to take people to court and stuff. And it's just a fucking disaster. This woman's absolutely bonkers.
Just chilling?
She's schizo-coded, yeah.
Say your shit, dude. Go ahead. I'll let you speak.
I don't want to feed anything. I don't want to.
I asked you if you wanted to say it on. You said yes. What are you doing?
What?
I thought you wanted to come on to say something.
I did. I wanted to say hey.
So you don't want to talk about Jake Weddle not going on to Aiden?
I don't know if he's going to or not.
But you don't think he is?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, she says. That is a, there's a spoiler here to be had, but if you haven't seen it yet, if somehow this has eluded you, I'm not going to quite ruin it just yet.
Okay.
What is that sound effect? I think that's Boblax. That's Boblax when a donation comes in. He's made $5 this stream.
If he does, he's forcing my hand to release the recordings. So, like, it's just
We could release it right now. You want to release it right now?
No, let's not. Let's not. I'm not vitriolic towards him. He doesn't, like, the only reason I made the song was because he started being...
Oh, chat, we haven't listened to the song yet. Do you guys want to hear the diss track that she dropped on Jake Weddle? Holy shit, I totally forgot about this. There's a song. She dropped a song. Oh, we're gonna do this too. Say It Again, full song on SoundCloud. Does anybody... Yeah. Oh, no, it's the soundtrack, chat.
You don't care about my feelings, do you?
Yes, that is a sample of Jake Weddle screaming that you don't care about my feelings. Yes, that is him.
You want to say that again?
Again, I can't stress enough, this all happened in rapid succession. She had to have been making this song already.
Say it again, until it's true to you. Say it again, until your lips turn blue. You wrote the narrative, and it's imperative that you come out the good guy, and I become...
This is a Clout demon who thought she could fuck Jake Weddle to the top. Little did she know that that was not going to go the way she thought.
Story that you tell the next girl who tries to care for you. Make sure that she knows how bad I was too. Maybe she'll do a better job.
Thank you so much, Gotham. Thank you so much to Germ70.
On the floor and wonder why you're sore. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tell them all just who I am. Told me your ex.
Oh, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tell them all who I am. Can we get a little genius in on these lyrics? What could that be a reference to?
Is were the problem, and now I feel sorry for them. Time, patience, sanity, all the things you took from me. I hope you get some sympathy from posting on your Instagram story. Go on and sue me with the lawyer I found.
Go on and sue me with the lawyer I found, bro. How is she making lyrics that are actually relevant to this discussion?
Don't pick me up, just put me down. I wanna forget all the mean things you said, but you message my friends trying to get in my head.
Why is this good? What the fuck? Why is this good? Why am...
Say it again.
This is like a Fortnite thing. Taylor Rift has made a new song about her ex-boyfriend. Jake Slurp Juice.
Say it again. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Such a mess, but you're the man. Have to lie to keep your friends. I feel sorry for them. Time, patience, sanity, all the things you took from me. I hope you get some sympathy from posting on your Instagram story. I hope you learned your lesson.
He did. He went on stream yesterday. Spoiler alert. He's like, no more whores. Okay, he didn't say it like that. He kind of said it much more cringily than that. But he's like, yeah, no more women. Women, I have nothing. I have no money left. I gave all of Mr. Beast's money to the...
Start a battle with no weapon. Don't light a fire inside.
Unironically, dude,
What is Bunty?
Listen, try your best.
Who
If
is
this shit
Bunty King?
happens to you,
Nicholas DeOrio?
just like go gay or something, dude. I mean, that's the only way I could figure. What would you possibly do in this situation? How do you fix this? Like this is, oh god. How do you trust anybody after they drop a diss track on you for social media?
One's house and then get mad when they kick you out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Say it again. Time, patience, sanity. Say it again.
All right, I think we got the gist of this. I'm not gonna make. I don't want to lose any more of my concurrent viewers because we're listening to this song. But holy crap, dude! I have never seen this kind of behavior before, all in like rapid succession. Like it just all happens so fast.
Really harassing all of my friends. And that
I did
was
not
it.
learn English for this. Is my favorite comment.
To say my piece, and I made a song that I like and I'm proud of. And I'll take it down if he wants me to, but I am concerned. All of his friends,
Dude, the Tumblr suicide women have won again.
we are all concerned about him.
Dude, we're all concerned. We just heard this, right? She literally sampled her argument with him crying as she evicted him from his house. And her position is, we all want the best for young Jakey.
And I just hope he's all right.
What is Bunty King?
No, you don't.
Genuinely.
Okay, I mean, you know my opinion. I want to leak the whole recording. Obviously, I want to show it off. I want to make it public. But you know, ultimately, it's up to you. It's your recording. All right.
Let's not do that unless I do have to defend myself. But I'm hoping that he is gonna be rational and realize the situation.
You know what the fucking only screwed up part of this whole story is? Because obviously, objectively, this woman is batshit fucking crazy. I don't care what Jake Weddle did. Her mind was made up way before all this shit went down, dude. She had already decided this was the trajectory this course was going to go down before Jake Weddle screamed and cried and begged for fucking forgiveness or whatever she has on him. I'm just shocked that this woman had access to his accounts for several days and didn't download the Rosanna Pansino dog pack group chat. Like, if you want to be a clout demon, wouldn't the smart thing to do is hand me the keys to the castle? And, like, they're going to leak all of my group chats. How come you didn't leak their group chats? Surely there's some Discord group chat of these people in it, right? Obviously, the accounts... I'll say it now, exclusively because Jake Weddle has gotten his accounts back and he's changed all the passwords. But, like, come on. You couldn't just throw me a bone. You had access to all these group chats. You couldn't have just thrown me a bone.
Because he was there.
Okay.
And he knows what happened. And yeah.
All right.
So anyway, what are we watching?
POV, you're gatekeeping your ex's mental health for clout points. Definitely not to control an insane narrative. Well, yeah, that's literally what's happening right now. Look, Jake Weddle is sad, and here's why you should feel bad about to me for it. You know, like...
What are you watching?
We're watching another.
And I guess Emrao was bringing her on for just like a casual conversation to like review something else, like just as like a regular co-host for the night or something.
Their Cunny review. It's very good. We're also watching a little bit of Aiden. He's reviewing the call-in that you had with Beckett last night.
Yeah, I low-key was not expecting to be like interrogated, which is fine. I totally understand that that's the scene that I'm in. But I was
listen.
like,
You are part of one of the biggest stories of the year tangentially, right? Like the Mr. B stuff.
And for people who don't know, she started dating Jake Weddle after all the Mr. B stuff had happened. She showed up and they got together because she decided to jump in his DMs and give her opinion on Jimmy. So Jake Weddle literally got pussy out of the story, and then she accused him of I guess, abuse.
The biggest stories of the year, okay?
So when I say Clout Goblin and Clout Shark, I mean she's literally only here because of Mr. Beast.
You should probably go into these situations with the understanding that you're going to be asked questions, I think.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And Beckett was super respectful. Nothing against Beckett at all. Like, he was super respectful. So, I'm, again, this is just a new world to me, and I was a little distracted by the Sonic playing on the screen too, and I was just a little bit baked last time, but that's okay.
I see. How many? We're at 32. Let's set a goal to watch some Mr. Girl.
Jake hates women. WTFI loves.
Yeah, but he doesn't do it like in a based way. It's all like whimpery and sad. Also, that is a fucking symphony to my ears. If this didn't happen, if like all the stuff that went down didn't go down, she was going to react to Mr. Girl with Mrao. That was the trajectory that night was taking.
Content, okay? Let's do this.
I wouldn't say anything online if it wasn't true, but I'd want to stop this train before it crashes because I care about the guy.
Okay.
Mrao is next, calling it now. I feel like you kind of gotta get in before you can be next.
Okay. Like I said, I have a rule that I'm going to follow relatively strictly, okay? I'm never going to be the one to leak something. I'm not going to leak shit. I'm not going to be the guy to leak shit, okay? If you want to leak shit, you can, and I will cover it. Or if I have permission by the person to leak something, I will. But
all right, so this is cringe. I just want Mrao to know that you have complete justification to leak anything and everything that you're currently holding on this girl. You already did when you got into the call. You certainly do after the calls ended. But there's no, like, moral question here as to whether you can leak this person's stuff. This person is like a demonic entity from hell, and you've already had the go-ahead from any rational party the entire time.
I'm never gonna be the first person to leak something.
Yeah, that is a bad position to have on this one. You should just
I appreciate that.
So if you want to say something, go ahead, but I'm not going to talk on your behalf. You're going to, if you want to say something, you're going to say it, essentially. So do you want to say anything, or do you want to just watch some slop?
I want to watch some slop. Just let me watch some stuff, and I appreciate that from you.
Please put on Mr. Girl. Please, I don't want to confront this.
Okay, fair warning. If Jake does come on the stream, we are watching it, or I am watching it. You don't have to stay, but I am switching to watching the Jake interview if he does eventually come on. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave because I can't watch him do that to him.
I can't watch him do that to himself. Oh no.
But
I want this conversation to fucking happen. I want it to happen. I want Jake to call. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
So right after this happened, I'm going to pull it up on screen right now. We have to dodge and go back and forth between streams. Aiden Projects was scheduled to get his biggest interview of the year. Young Jake Weddle had decided, fuck all the commentary YouTubers who've been mean to me. We're going to give the interview to this guy. And it was the perfect fucking storm to create one of the most memorable clips of the year. If this is Aiden spectacularly bombing the interview.
Oh no!
Window capture.
What am I gonna do?
Pull that up, and then I'll turn on my camera.
Okay.
I'll just set up virtual.
Is it already going? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. They can hear you. They can hear you.
Gotcha. Hey, hello. It's so funny when you can't see stream. I'm sure there'd be.
Yeah, that's not me. I didn't do that. It's actually black screen.
Oh, did he cut out?
Uh-oh. Chad, he cut out.
Did I lose you? Did I do it? Are we back? What's going on?
Yeah, we're back. Hold on. I'm just turning on my...
Okay. No worries.
All right. How about... Wait, fuck. Sorry. Here we go. I'm just setting up my webcam. I didn't know we were going to do face, so I wanted to...
And now we're going through Aiden's streamer mode settings live on camera. And he keeps getting disconnected, and people are like, why is he getting disconnected right now?
Turn it off.
No, all good. That makes actually more sense, if anything. Wait, now you can... Wait, fuck! Hold on, I'm sorry. Wait.
Up until this point, this is all Aiden's fuckery. He could be in the call or not in the call. This is just Aiden bombing.
It's okay. You're okay, brother.
And again, I know I say this every time he's on screen, but he really looks like flamenco, man.
It's so okay.
All right, we'll do that. Turn you off there. We'll go to like scene 2. Put that up. Window capture. There we go. All right, I think we got it. I think we're good.
Uh-oh,
So
I
how's it
think we're
going?
good. Where is he? Hello? Where have you gone?
Can you hear me?
Is something... Are you there? Uh-oh. And now Aiden goes into one of his silent arcs here.
Hello?
Let's just speed this up now. Aiden just looks lost 90% of his
Why am I
stream.
flipped? And now he's gone. Dude, I'm taking an L. I'm taking an L right now. I'm taking a total L right now. Why am I flipped? What? Why am I flipped? What's going on?
Dude, my
I look
favorite
so
part of
weird
the
when I flip like
Aiden
that.
stream
Alright,
is
fuck
when
it,
he just
fuck
sits
it.
there with a dead expression on his face, panicking as he's reading his chat or reading like a Discord message. He's just completely
Alright, we're ready,
stun
we're back.
locked. We're ready, we're back.
we're back.
You're missing something,
Yeah, the
Aiden.
fuck up is on his end. The fuck up is on his end.
Oh, the fuck up's on his end. My
I'm in
bad.
the call, he left. I'm in the call, he left. The issue's on his end.
Now the whole chat thought he
I'm
got
in the
trolled.
call. I'm still in the call. No, I'm literally still in the call. I don't need to call him back. I'm in the call.
Dude, I can't. I can't. Oh my god, I'm getting owned. I'm getting owned. Holy crap, I lived. Cool. Jesus. Oh, you guys didn't see that epic gaming triumphant move. Because I am such a good streamer as I critique Aiden.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What's happening?
What?
Come on, big reveal, buddy. Big reveal. I think it's coming. It's coming.
What?
Did I not ask you nice enough?
I don't respect you. So I respect
Normal stream for Aiden. Unironically, though. This is like every Aiden stream if you tell him that he's like shown his IP. Like average Aiden stream. He doesn't even do like idle text or talking or whatever when there's nothing going on screen. He doesn't have the ramble down. Let's just zoom him ahead a little bit.
1 sec. There we go.
Oh, epic YouTube moment. There we go. Perfect. Sick. Oh, now he gets in the call. He drops out of the call. What's happening, chat?
He joined and then left again.
And the whole chat thought he was getting trolled. Like, Jake Weddle is actually pulling one over for the first time. Could you imagine how funny it would be if that was real? Like, Jake Weddle literally showed up just to fuck with Aiden and then just dipped. Like, I think that would have been a Chad move. I don't know why I paused the clip. He's not going to talk. Uh-oh.
What is going on?
I think part of the funny moments here is that it has this fucking Christmas version of the Discord, this awful Christmas version of the Discord call song. Like in another universe, Jake Weddle never called in and Aiden had like the worst night of his life. Like worse than the time that Boogie got like... Ooh, bang. Another one down. Another one down. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was on pause.
What the fuck just happened? He blocked
I literally thought I had it on pause while I was in that fight, but it was actually playing.
me. He literally just blocked me.
Fuck.
Is he that upset that I didn't have my camera on? He joined, leaves, and then blocks me? What just... What? Why the fuck is Mudahar call? What?
It was not Mudahar. Mudahar did not call him either. Essentially what was happening, ultimately, is that Lex was hacking into Jake Weddle's account. That Jake Weddle was logged in on Lex's computer, on Lex's laptop for some reason, as all, 3-month relationships go. She had access to his Gmail. She had access to his fucking Discord. She had access to all of his accounts. Apparently even his YouTube studio thing was signed in on her phone. Yeah, so she was fucking intercepting the phone call and trying to take our boy out. Our boy was getting taken out in the midst of battle by Lex Down syndrome, folks.
Jake.
So then she calls back into the other stream to explain why this occurred.
Calling. Hey.
Hi.
Dude, get ready for like the most psychotic victim narrative that you've ever heard. Like, literally think she's the smartest person on the planet to get away with this one. This is absolutely unbelievable, chat, that she thinks that the audience is this stupid.
What's up?
If Jake, I'm trying to save Jake from himself right now.
No, you're not. No, you're fucking not. No, you're not trying to save Jakey Poo from himself, you BPD riddled fucking.
Because if he does fucking speak up, my hand is forced.
You're trying to save Jake from himself from doing what?
I don't want him to force my hand.
Do not give Jake Weddle a platform to defend himself.
For us to release those recordings. Because I'm gonna have to if he says some fucked shit.
Oh, I'm saving Jake from himself. What are you saving him from? The fact that I might be forced to release private phone calls. Oh, okay. Proceed. Proceed. You are the victim. Please proceed.
And it's not like I sent you the photo of the dent that he left in my wall. Like,
apparently now Jake Weddle has punched through a wall. Call me crazy here, okay? Call me crazy. I don't think that Jake Weddle could put a dent in anything. Dude, I'm sorry. If somebody called up saying that Jake Weddle beat his girlfriend, I'd have a hard time believing that. I genuinely would have a very difficult time believing, let alone punch a gash in the wall. Really? What Mr. Beast challenge required that?
If he fucking does this, he knows, and his friends are not.
I'm just kidding. Like, what are you saving him from? Hi, I'm blackmailing this guy publicly live on stream. I will release these things that I am describing to you. He would hate that.
Okay with it. Like, his in real life friends are trying to be like, dude, like, this is not okay. Like, we're trying to fucking care for him.
Which one of those are you smashing?
You're trying to care for him.
I don't.
Again, she's saying that Jake Weddle has in real life friends. X to doubt on that one as well.
I'm going to have to defend myself. I was not going to release those full recordings, the full 12-minute recording of him yelling.
Guys, listen, I'm the good guy here. I'm not going to release the full recording, the full 12-minute recording, the full 12-minute recording where Jake is having a mental breakdown. He punched my wall. He's abusive. I called the police. Chat, I want to save him from himself, from me releasing all of that information.
At me. Like, I don't want to release that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to if he does this. Like, I'm trying to.
This could be a gay op. Bro, even if this is a gay op, the only people whose reputations were destroyed would be Jake Weddle and the girl. Currently, it's just the girl, but it could be Jake Weddle and the girl. Regardless, this is still fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. I don't even care if they're lying to me. All right, I'm still gonna make fun of them.
Help him. And
what do you think he's going to say that's going to be so bad, though? Because you're going to extreme. You're like getting into his Discord account and you're blocking people.
The difference for me is negligible. This video is going to get the same amount of views regardless.
To prevent him from calling people.
He was logged into my Discord. I only found out today. I told you that.
But
I did
that's
not
not
know.
the point. You're going to pretty extreme lengths.
God, I'm like working, like we're all trying to devise like a strategy here.
W smashing turret rage.
Now, apparently, right? So this is the one who is doing all the stuff with Hellbent, threatening to sue. And it turned out that Jake Weddle literally actually got a lawyer on her behalf. We were listening to it in the song before where she implied like, oh, you're going to sue me with the lawyer that I told you to get. So like this woman has ended up siphoning all the money that Jake just got paid basically from Mr. Beast because he claims to have none left. He just got a $50,000 payment. Supposedly, I don't know if that's for bills or what, but he's been spending fuckloads of money going to Canada to hang out with this woman, bro. Going to Canada.
Save him from himself from doing this.
What do you think he's going to do? Because like I keep saying,
absolute mess of himself
Lex.
online, like,
bro, this guy has no money. Why are you doing this?
like usual.
Lex, like I said, because
you're going
to very extreme lengths. So what you're thinking in your head, like it must be pretty severe.
I'm scared of this guy. I'm going to have to release the recordings if he says.
What are you scared of him
because
for?
Because of how he treated me.
What did he do?
Dude, he's gonna fly back to Canada with his $0 and then not assault you. Dude, I'm sorry, bro. There's no police officer on the planet. I don't care where they're from. If you went, who are you in danger from? And then you pointed at Jake Weddle, that guy, sir, is going to kill me. All right. We literally had this conversation the other day where I'm talking about how the old woman is a threat when she comes up and she's going to a doc's address. And they're like, hey, Nick, how could somebody be a fucking threat if they're like a 68-year-old woman? And I'm like, well, they're armed or whatever. No, I don't care. Jake Weddle with a handgun is less intimidating than like your average home intruder. I'm sorry. Like, there's just no way, bro. There's no way. There's no Jake Weddle could have any weapon humanly possible. That guy's not intimidating in the slightest.
Ooh.
I don't want to go further into it unless he fucking does, because that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, Jake Weddle could have the fucking nuclear codes, and I'm still not sold that he's a threat.
I want this to end, and he has shit-talked all of you guys.
I want this to end, but I did release a diss track 3 days ago.
To high hell, so the fact that he is like, it's... I guess I can't control it. Like, if he does that, then we gotta... see, but
I'm sorry, I'm going crazy right now. This is her justifying hacking his fucking accounts and banning people and blocking people that he's friends with while she was, and 100% this is true. I don't need any evidence right now publicly to tell you, but it is absolutely true. Okay? She was reading through this guy's fucking DMs. She was just going through this guy's conversation for days without making herself known and only announcing this, only telling people that she had access to these accounts exclusively when he was about to go speak publicly. Okay, this is a monster.
I'm gonna be upset because it's not. He's gonna try to paint himself
like you're scared of him, so you're going to extreme lengths to like logging into his account and blocking people so he can't call into a stream.
He was already logged into it.
Well, I understand. Like,
you have to understand that I still have love for him. Like, I care.
I still have love for him, dude. Oh, Jake still has more to offer. He might hit his second wind. He might be a real comedian.
For him. And like, all of the people who know him in real life are trying to help him right now.
Dude, are the people in the room with us right now? I am people. I'm trying to help him.
And like, this should not be this big of a thing. And I'm trying to stop it where it is. That's why I called in, and I didn't want to talk about Jake. I don't want to talk about it.
I gotta say, though, out of all the dramas that we've covered this year, I think this person's retarded, and I think they're a genius, but this is the most shameless thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, literally, anybody else would crack under the pressure of knowing they're this fucked, but she actually thinks she can win.
More, but like, I'm fucking gonna have to, and I just don't want to because he's not in his good state of mind right now, and it feels like people are like preying upon him.
What do you think he's going to say though? What could he possibly say that could be so bad that's worth like going to extreme lengths to prevent the interview?
Well, everything that he does say, he's saying that I used him for money, which is not true. And I have so many.
Yeah, that's a good one to start by debunking. Yeah, how much proof do you have that that's not the case?
I have so many things, but I just don't want to drag.
Is that a Freudian clip? That's the only thing she could think of?
To this. Like, I have so many screenshots of things that I just don't want to have to go through.
Oh my god.
So you're scared of him. So you're
We're gonna find out that Jake Weddle uses the soft A in private.
I'm not lying, guys, and that's why I don't want to get into it.
Lex, you don't have to look at. You don't have to talk to chat. You're talking to me. Why you're scared of him? So
I'm concerned for his mental health. This is not drama. This is he's doing this out of spite. He's trying to paint a very bad picture of me because he's afraid that I have made friends with people in the commentary community, friends, if you can call it that, people online. I'll take down the song if he wants. Like, I need to talk to him directly. Like, this is like real life mental health shit, man. Like, I'm worried.
What do you think he could possibly do though?
Dude, this is like the end game Gaslighter. Like, you know in Punch-Out when you fight Mike Tyson? The version of Gaslighting, this would be the Mike Tyson that comes out at the end.
You keep avoiding that. You don't know, like, You're going to
gets
extreme lengths.
very-
You haven't told me what you think he's going to do.
He doesn't realize that people just see this all as drama, and he is going to, like, get...
Well, yes, that is true. We do see this all as drama, but unfortunately for you, Jake is currently winning that drama, so I don't think he's going to have that much of a bad time.
He's going to take it to heart. Like, it's going to affect his mental. It already is. And I'm...
Chat, can we get a save Jake Weddle in chat right now for... just to show us how upset we are at his mental health declining over this?
In what way? What do you think he's going to do?
And you could say no all you want. History won't remember you. Jake Weddle won! He won!
A lot of things that he can say, make up, and then I have to provide all of the fucking screenshots, and I'm so tired.
Hold on, that's not your fault then. That's his fault for lying, and then you naturally have to defend yourself. That's not your fault.
I know, but I don't want him to
Hold on. I'm going to push back. He is 27 years old. He is an adult. If he chooses to do something...
I'm sorry, this guy's my age. Oh no, he said he's 27 years old. Ah, bro. This is like bad ending, Nick DeOrio.
That is not on you. He is fully aware of what he is doing and what he's capable of. He understands what he's going to do. If he's really going to lie about you or do whatever you think, right?
Bro, you can't be like, I'm trying to become a comedian at 27 years old, dude. You just can't.
That's on him. That's not on anybody else.
And then I had witnesses to what, like,
he isn't fat, but at what cost? As if like the only thing that keeps me normal is me being fat. That is my exclusive normal trait.
I get that you have witnesses, but you don't the care about like
my
dude, I'm
intrinsic
gonna be honest, the whole mental health angle you're going is like really retarded. If this guy has done what you're
don't stop eating, Nick, don't stop now.
claiming he's done, like to the point where you're scared of him, you should not care about his mental health.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, by the way, someone just pointed this out, but she's clearly doing like a fake 1 HP voice right now. Like this is a voice like she is putting on.
When you are in a situation like that, dude.
In a situation like what?
Is he on Aiden's stream?
I don't know. I don't know if he's on Aiden's stream. I'm talking to you. I'm not looking at someone else's stream.
I'm not.
Bitch, you know if he's on fucking Aiden's stream. You still are logged into her account. Oh my god. Is he on Aiden's stream, she says, if she has his account open on the other fucking tab?
Not threatening to release footage. I'm just saying that's...
I'm not threatening to release footage. I'm blackmailing him. There is a difference.
Didn't, Ralph. That's what's going to happen if I have to defend myself, and I don't want that to have to happen. I didn't release them on purpose. If I was going to, I would have already.
You were extorting him, yeah. I mean, we're a little past, like, threatening.
You are threatening. You are threatening if he comes out and comes onto Aiden's stream, you're going to release the recording.
That's not threatening. Depending on what he says, if I need to defend myself because there's one way this situation played out, then yeah.
How do
you just keep repeating the threat? What is wrong with you, woman?
Get into his Discord to begin with.
I know that he's not in his right state of mind right now.
Nicholas DeOrio.
How did you get into his Discord to begin with?
I don't care if he's in the state of fucking Alaska.
It's like the Family Guy meme. Even when it's gotten parasocial, I can't stop hating on Jake.
True.
He was logged in on my desktop, and I didn't realize until I was getting a bunch of message notifications, and it was like in a browser that was like so squished that it doesn't say what it said, just had the Discord icon, so I thought it was mine. We're trying to like help this dude in real life.
No,
right now.
You are not trying to help this dude. You are trying to ruin his life. You are trying to kill him. You literally moved in while he's fighting with Mr. Beast in like the biggest controversy of his fucking life. All right. Convinced him to start, well, not convinced. There are things that Jake Weddle has done here that are extremely stupid, full disclaimer. But like, you have literally convinced him to like get a lawyer, all right, and to take the fight back to Jimmy after Jimmy has given him like $190,000 total between like the actual challenge and the $50,000 he had just gotten recently. Okay, like now you're trying to push this fight forward. Okay, because obviously you're...
What is Bunty King to you?
He can't just have a happy ending. If he has a happy ending, his life becomes boring again, and you're only there to clout chase. So you got to push this guy further into fucking controversy. You have to drag him in to fight with all these other people and start threatening lawsuits and stuff like this and self-insert yourself into the drama. And when it doesn't go your way, you fucking throw him out. You threaten to fucking release a bunch of shit on him to try to make the biggest bomb possible. You become friends with all the commentary YouTubers, or some of the commentary YouTubers, that'll actually still talk to you. You archive how many messages, you archive how many fucking phone calls, you archive all this stuff just to fucking destroy him on the way out. You're like a succubus. You are a monster. I don't think it's irrational to say this woman wants him dead.
Okay.
Maybe she doesn't want him dead, but I don't think it would be a huge bother.
Did you try to reset Jake's password at all?
No, I did not do that.
Okay. You did not try to reset his password or try to lock him out of the account.
No, I can't do that because I don't have like the password.
Now, apparently there's a screenshot where there was literally a password recovery window open on her fucking tab.
On my end.
Okay, so you don't have access to an email or anything like that.
Dude, I guess we're not going to be watching Mr. Girl tonight. Boblax is fucking happy, dude.
Like his email?
The email associated with the Discord. You don't have access to that. You would not be able, would you be able to reset the password if you wanted to?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no! She realized she has the email open that she never had previously seen.
He's logged in on his email.
Oh wow! What is this? Do you know what this sounds like? Have you ever heard like when the kid buys a bong and he tries to tell his mom, no, it's an Xbox controller? I ordered an Xbox controller, Mom, and the woman's like, this is a bong. No! I ordered an Xbox remote. Where is that?
That. You would not be able, would you be able to reset the password if you wanted to?
Oh my fucking god. He's logged in on his email. Oh my god. Get me out of this, dude. When we broke up, he was supposed to delete me from all those things.
You were supposed to take all this
from
me. Oh no.
All of those things. Like you can log out of other devices on other things. I told him to do that.
Bro, this is literally this fucking story. Listen to this.
This is
something for...
I have no idea.
Well, then give it to me. Let me see what it is.
I'm trying to see what it is. It looks just like a big metal, plastic vase. Look, there's like a glass bottom. I think it's like a vase.
Well, open it then.
I'm opening it. Chill.
I don't want to show a bong on screen.
A vase for like a bunch of things.
It's a bong.
What the frick?
What the frick? I'm logged into Jake Weddle's account. What the frick? What the frick? No.
We
what
broke
the
up.
Frick?
Dude, that's why I had to do all his tech stuff for him because he doesn't know.
Are you logged into his Gmail?
I just closed the browser. I just saw that
By
it
the
was
way,
open.
I love this. Are you logged into his Gmail? I closed the browser just now, as if that's what logging out actually is just Xing out the window, as if she can't just click Gmail and enter back into the fucking, oh my god, it's insane.
Close the browser.
So you were logged into his email?
I did not know that it was open.
Yeah, literally. No, Mom, it's a virus. My pants fell down.
Would not lie. Listen, I'm in a place where I would not fucking fool myself.
And by the way, if she was smart, she would have just lied. This is peculiar. Why is she giving this yardage to us?
Lying right now.
We have no idea she has the email. We can't prove it.
On my life, on my
Oh, wait. No. There were screenshots that were sent. It is possible that was on the screen. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Maybe she was fucked.
It's okay. You were logged into his email that was associated with his
She still is probably. Well, not now, but she was at the time.
Discord.
I did not send a password request.
I'm not asking that. I'm just asking. You were that. It is correct that you.
Bobby's sister. My brother needs a job. You need a channel editor. Yeah, but if I did get an editor, it would be someone more qualified who can actually make content and is actually talented.
Were logged into his email on your desktop, the same one associated with his Discord.
I'm
looking for somebody whose main channel gets more views than my second channel.
Was logged into it on my fucking.
It was logged into on your computer. I don't need to know how it got that.
Bro, I don't need to be baited. I'm not lying. I don't need.
I'm not. You're answering in a really roundabout way.
Answer. I know that I'm not lying, but I know that I know how it appears. So I'm not gonna be...
I understand how it appears, but it is the case that you had access to the email associated with his Discord. It was on your desktop.
Dude, I did.
This is such a fucking like low end drama, like a low stakes scenario. I love this story because none of these people matter. I was watching Chud Logic today, and the chat's like, Chud's like, listen, mate, I'm trying to cover this right now, yeah, but like I understand that maybe like he should be asking more bigger questions right now. He's got to be talking about this more, right? Because like Aiden's not pushing him very hard. I'm like, who cares? We all know that this guy didn't fucking abuse that girl. And if he fucking did, who cares? Really, this is the most low stakes story of the year. None of these people matter. Who gives a shit? It's the easiest one to cover. We'll just correct it.
No.
I mean, listen, we have one woman who's sitting on stream like a chronic liar who's like, mate, I didn't know I had access to his Gmail account. I'm just trying to hack his fucking computer offline while I extort him and blackmail him. And then on the other hand, we got this fucking guy being like, oh no, she made me do everything. I'm a blameless victim. She pushed me into the drama. Like, all these people suck, dude. I'm just getting to laugh at them. There's no actual thought process here for any of this shit. I don't care who wins. Who won? Who's next? You decide, not me. Play.
Until you
I understand that you didn't know. I understand that you didn't know. I'm not asking if you knew. I'm just asking if it was on your computer.
Yeah, it was open in another one of the 20 Chrome tabs that was open.
Okay.
I didn't know.
That's
but I did
all
not
I wanted to know.
On my fucking life. On my fucking life. You can take me to court.
Okay.
On my life.
Do I have permission to bring up one of the screenshots that you sent me?
Does it have the Gmail thing in it? Are you able to see it in there?
So I want to ask you.
Even then, I didn't fucking realize.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What in some of the screenshots that you sent me in the taskbar, or not in the
Emerald
taskbar,
is extremely light, and I understand why. He's just trying to keep her on the stream, but she is fucking floundering at like little to no pushback.
In the tabs.
Why didn't you tell me?
Hold on.
I am fucking ADHD as fuck.
Okay.
I thought that was mine.
Wait, why didn't you tell me? What do you mean? Like, he's supposed to give you the cheat code?
Screenshots that you sent me in the taskbar, or not in the taskbar, in the tabs. In the tabs.
Why didn't
you were supposed to warn me I was resetting the password. Gosh!
Tell me.
Hold on.
I am fucking ADHD as fuck. I thought that was my Gmail open.
I need you to answer this question though, because this is fairly
I
important.
was in panic mode.
In one of your tabs, there was a password reset for a Gmail.
Yeah, I'm logged in like on 3 different Gmails, by the way, because I have my business account and my other
So
stuff.
were you trying to reset Jake's password for Discord?
God, no. That would be
I would never do that. God, no. I would never do that thing that you just caught me in lying about right now in real time. I would never do that thing. I'm such a good faith actor, and you definitely did not just catch me lying about it.
fucking stupid. It's tied to his phone number. That would have been a lot easier
what
than
email
just
were you trying to password reset on then?
one of my other accounts, because I was like changing everything, like my business.
Oh, she was changing her own passwords.
Account. I change my passwords every once in a while.
She just happened to be doing password maintenance while logged into all of Jake Weddle's accounts.
Okay.
Maybe it was the riot.
Well, it's possible that she's telling the truth. I feel like compelled to let you know that not everything that happened is probably worst case scenario here. But has this woman earned like literally any charitability in this conversation? Everybody starts at like a base level 1, and you should be like a reasonably amount, like you should be reasonably charitable towards that person. This person's on like, I don't know, dude. She sold as many plushies as Bo Blacks this week. Like -2, -5. She's like in the fucking. She's not in the green, bro. She's in the red.
Email thing.
Okay.
She is the red flag.
Okay. So to make it perfectly clear, because we've kind of gone in a little bit of a circle, and I just want to make sure you get out what you want to, or what you need to get out. It is the case that he logged into both his email and his Discord on your laptop. That's what you claim, right?
Morale. I know that this is like content for everybody else,
Okay,
but
Lex,
on
Lex,
my fucking life,
you
there
are
it
being put in a
is.
situation that is very dangerous. Okay, I'm just trying to make
it's
sure
not
that
really
it's clear what you're
dangerous
getting
because
out.
I'm not
Is that okay?
lying,
There it
and I
is.
don't really need to prove myself to
I don't have to prove myself to
the
you.
internet, honestly, because
What?
I know that I'm not
What?
lying.
I'm
But if you
trying to
wanna
get your
make it-
story
if you
straight, so I
wanna make it
understand.
seem-
The
that's my
fuck?
story. If you want to make it seem like that, then pop off. But I'm
repeating what you told
actively
me.
concerned for someone's
And now
mental
she's
health
just straight up
right now.
gaslighting. She's stopped trying to think of new excuses. She's just gaslighting.
No.
She's about to ult. Yeah, true.
So I'm gonna go try and call him, and try and talk things out, and try and fucking figure out what is
Lex,
going on in his
Lex,
head.
he is 27. You don't need to be his mental health check fucking
Well, I
tar
had to be
wrangler.
for 3 fucking months, okay? So you kind of get used to it, and I'm.
Then
I'm
Oh,
worried.
you were doing
don't.
charity. The 3 months you were dating him was charity. You're actually a virtuous, good person.
worried.
Okay, Lex, I'm gonna be honest.
For him.
You have lied to me
Fine.
multiple times to my face, and you're obsessed with this guy's mental health when he supposedly, in your opinion, verbally abused you multiple times. You should not
Do you
care
know
about
how
this guy's
abuse
mental
works?
health.
Do you know how abuse works?
I don't. Okay. Yes, but you seem extraordinarily self-aware. You seem very.
Dude, I feel like, unironically, if you went to the therapist to say I've been verbally abused by Jake Weddle to the point where like I just keep going back to him and there's nothing I can do, I think the therapist would prescribe you a gym membership and tell you to lift, bro. Like I think they would prescribe you a Turkey Tom video. Like a mental health professional would look at you, scoff at you, and prescribe you a Turkey Tom video.
Very self-aware that this was abuse. So I am very hard struck to believe that you were abused in any significant way where you're like, oh yeah, I was abused, but also I need to help him with his mental health.
I can't tell what's more pathetic. Fearing for your life at like the hands of Jake Weddle or being mentally mind raped by Jake Weddle. Both of these things are equally like you should never share if any of these occur to you.
So I want to help you. I want you to be able to talk, and I want you to have some place to
It's
talk.
like we don't shame victims unless they were the victim of Jake Weddle.
But the lying, the weird shit, it has to stop. Okay, you do not.
Anita Sarkeesian would bash you for fucking coming out to tell you everyone that Jake Weddle abused you.
Care about this guy's mental health.
Amber Heard would tell you to fucking quit bitching.
Man,
you have lied to me multiple times. Yes,
I have, dude.
If you want to call them mistakes, if you want to call them whatever, like
I'm talking to someone in Jake's real life right now, and I think it's best that I get off and talk to them and try and figure out.
I'm talking to the friend of Jake Weddle's that I'm currently plowing like a cornfield right now.
You guys can think of me whatever you want. It's fine.
You shouldn't say that. You should not want people to think whatever they want. You should want them to think the truth.
There's real shit that's going on that's more important, and I'm just trying to fucking.
Again, Lex, you should not want people to think whatever. You should want them to think the truth.
Okay. Everyone will.
So
Lex is the abuser. No, really? She was the abuser the second I played her song. And I'm the abuser. I forced you to listen to it.
Can we very quickly try to clarify the truth?
Let me dip.
Let me speak.
Please.
You can hit the end call button whenever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to the person I was talking to.
Let her leave, bro.
And hopefully try and get a hold of Jake.
Okay.
Dude, that was the most aggressive sigh ever. I felt like I was in an apology video.
Okay.
Dude, that was like a performatively long sigh. Like that was aggressive.
I apologize. This shit is fucking.
That wasn't even like a sigh. That was like a.
Leave, then leave.
It sounded like a smoker's lung just collapsed.
If you're gonna stay, I want to ask you more questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus. All right, guys. So I think she stays for a little bit longer, doesn't she? They just have some awkward silence for a couple seconds, and she's like, "Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
No, I guess not. Anyways, Aiden gets the phone call now, and now we're gonna see the victor of the night, the winner, the #1 YouTube commentary potential new member of 2025, folks. You heard it here first. You know him. You love him. Jake Weddle. I'm sorry, Aiden has dead air. It totally ruins the vibe of the show.
Testing 1 2, testing. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit.
Is it all good, stream? Can you hear him? Can everybody hear him?
Yeah, dude. I guess I do got to reset all my passwords. Cam is texting me right now on. I'm not gonna say where because I don't know where. Lex is logged into all my accounts. What the fuck is going on?
That is the most insane fucking.
I need to say, the most unbelievable part of this entire story is that Jake Weddle called into this live stream before securing his accounts. That is how fucking stupid this guy is. No offense, Jake. All right, I understand this is your big night. We're all rooting for you, buddy. How the fuck did you not secure your accounts prior to this instance? Why would you not be doing that first?
She's saying right now that she's trying to protect me on like another stream right now.
A person?
Yeah, she's saying she's doing this out of concern for your mental health.
Oh, what's concerning for my mental health is she's logged into my Discord. It has been for the last like 4.
It's like he's fully aware that all of his accounts are compromised. Every message he's ever sent probably could drop. And he's calling in to talk to fucking Aiden projects to like 200 people in the middle of the night. This is happening at like 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
4 or 5 days, I guess. Going through my messages.
Are we in a washing machine right now? So if you don't understand what's happening on screen, because I didn't make it bigger, he's calling in cell phone to Aiden. Instead of securing his accounts and calling on Discord, he's calling in with his cell phone. Because that's the only thing that she can't stop and end the call on.
This is like psycho behavior. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen any.
I was gonna come on here and be like, I don't want anyone to harass Lex. I don't want to, that's not what I condone.
I think that we should. Never mind.
I'm
gonna get TOS.
Side of the story out since she was saying that I was being verbally abusive. Apparently, she's saying I punched a wall, which isn't true. I was hoping this was going to be casual. It was going to be like the one and only time that I was going to talk about this publicly because I wanted to put this behind me.
Guys, the best place to put anything behind you is on the Aiden Project's 2 a.m. live stream. That is like if you want to get your story blown up to the most people humanly possible, do it on the Aiden Project's 2 o'clock in the morning dead air live stream.
I was just going to give my piece and then go work on cars, bro.
I gotta be calm with Aiden because I was cracking a joke, just bashing the fuck out of his content the other night, and I was at the end of a 7-hour stream, so I guess my cadence just wasn't there. So apparently, after I got off the stream, him and Chud Logic had like a fireside chat because Aiden thought I was disowning him as a friend. This is something that happened after last stream, in case you guys weren't around for it. I had to call in to tell Aiden that I wasn't disavowing him at the end of my stream and never talking to him again because I think he's a cringe debate lord.
I'm kidding. I do stand up.
But like literally his whole chat convinced him on stream while he was live that I burnt the bridge and disassociated.
Hey Lex, for my mental health, can you please not be logged in to all my devices and get out of my phone, please? That's for my mental health. I would appreciate that.
That would probably be a good idea. That would probably be a good idea.
That would be very nice of you. I don't need you to protect me right now.
Dude, this is unironically though. It feels so good to hear this stuff, and I understand that like everybody has their issues with Jake, and I have my issues with Jake, and the audience sometimes has their issues when I look past certain problems to talk about situations in an objective manner. Usually not my audience, but other audiences typically have a problem with that. But fuck that shit, dude. This is unironically therapeutic to watch. Sorry, not sorry. Jake Weddle, Victor, reigns supreme.
If anything, I would like you to stop threatening me behind the scenes.
Based.
The fact that I don't know, man. Like this was supposed to be so much more casual and so much more like chill, and now I'm really freaked out that she's logged into all my accounts and blocking me.
Dude, he's so freaked out that he's not getting them right now, and he's waiting until the stream is over to make sure she doesn't leak any more of his private Twitter. Again, girl, you had access to this account for 4 days and you couldn't get the group chat with Rosanna and Dogpack?
Like that was like there was like my computer was haunted. I was like unblocking you and then she was reblocking you and I'm like, what is happening right now?
For a minute there, I was like, dude, is this guy that mad that my webcam wasn't working? Is he really that?
All right, Ed. Nice small talk. Get to the questions.
Dude, that would have been nuts. So
that's so funny. Holy shit.
So before she puts an EMP on your house and the phone call cuts out.
What the hell?
I mean, at this point, I don't know what. There's obviously something that she doesn't want getting out there, this I don't care about this, I care for his mental health shit, is obviously a complete cope, because she put like recordings of you obviously going through it in her SoundCloud song.
Yep.
First of all, behind the scenes, so what happened was, I'll just get into the whole situation, if I may.
I love this. Aiden asks a question, and then he's like, all right, I'm just going to tell the story now, okay? I'm going to tell the whole story, okay? Tell me if I'm rambling too much. I'm going to tell the entire story.
If I start ranting, how about, I'll start with this. I would like to publicly apologize to the YouTube community.
Bro, chat, how can you not love this guy? He's literally apologizing directly to you.
To the r/.
Okay, he apologized to Reddit as well. I can understand why that might be a disappointing thing for some.
Drama subreddit, to my audience, I got grifted. I got
grifted. Dude, he's been grifted, chat. It's over. He got literally grifted.
I got grifted, because when Lex came into my life, it was after the dog pack stuff. I was in a really, really, really bad mental health place. And, she, did all the things that, on paper, a lot of people warned me. I was getting out of another relationship that was, tumultuous, and I got a bad habit of rushing into things, and people were like, Jake, don't rush into another thing. And I was like, no,
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this woman. I'm going to fly to fucking Canada. I'm going to spend all of Mr. Beast's money on a lawyer so we can sue Hellbent on YouTube in the UK. Like, dude, I get it now. I get why this guy had a problem with the Mr. Beast fucking thing. I get why they shouldn't have hired him. I get it now. I understand. This guy is doesn't this make a lot of sense? Don't you kind of understand?
That's egg on my face. That's silly me. I apologize to the world.
Like, how there's professional con men? This is a professional conned person. All right? Like, they identify as part of a scam.
But, when Lex at first, acting as my assistant, she was really, really helpful. She was helping me with my emails and my Discord.
I don't know why he yelled at emails like that. He helped me with my emails, like an old guy. What the fuck was that?
Helpful, she was helping me with my emails and my Discord. Whoopsie daisies. I thought I scrubbed her out of my stuff, but I guess you're not good at that. I'm gonna need a security check on all my things.
It's just like, it feels like I'm listening to a toddler right now, like a 27-year-old toddler.
This, I guess, that's a little scary, but
I guess,
good.
I just want to, because we spoke about it earlier, so I want to, there's just some fundamental questions, and then we could, you could explain whatever side stuff you want as well. First of all, because somebody in chat mentioned this, and you mentioned it in call with me earlier, the YT drama mod on the Reddit, the fake one, that was her, right?
Yes. When the YouTube drama,
he convinced the moderators of r/YouTube drama that like a fake person had reached out when she was caught lying about how they were going to censor posts on her behalf. And she created fake logs to make it look like somebody else was impersonating the YouTube drama mod. So Lex was a person who was messaging people, impersonating a YouTube mod, impersonating a friend, using that friend to try to like tell a tall tale about how she's like a rich, litigious monster, and Hellbent should be terrified of her fucking continental lawsuit that was going to occur. Like, this person is literally the BPD final boss.
Moderators cleared her and said, okay, she was, that wasn't a real mod, that was a fake person, and Lex got duped, everybody. And so she's not malicious, she got duped. No, she did in fact fake that. That was in fact her messaging herself with another account, and then deleting it, and then doing some Photoshop on top of that. I was going to keep this part private because I did inform the YouTube drama moderators that they were in fact duped. But at the time, I was going to keep it on private because, I say at the time, like this wasn't like yesterday, 2 days ago, but I've been terrified because Lex has been threatening me with these recordings behind the scenes.
Extorting you with these recordings behind the scenes. Use the legal word. You got a lawyer now, buddy.
I'm not going to ruin your career. Don't worry. But I do have these recordings for my protection. And
I do the ums and uhs a lot too, but it's just not as I never get shit for it. It's not as pronounced as this guy. This guy stops the whole conversation and goes, ugh! He sounds like the guy from SpongeBob.
And, if I'm all over the place, forgive me. I'm a little distraught that she was blocking people, and I was trying to calm down a little bit, but now I'm a little anxious that she's blocking.
Like the whole conversation grinds to a halt. So he says, and then it takes him about 30 seconds to think of the next like actual, I guess, thought for his brain to function.
Stuff.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
But yeah, so she did fake that. I informed the bots they fake that.
I get the way he says sounds like he's taking a shit. Like he's in the process of letting it out.
I tried to get all the receipts I could. I have receipts that she was duping Hellbent for a while, which is really funny that she was messaging me like Hellbent loves my song, ha ha ha. And I believe you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. Yep, I'm gonna pull that up right now.
Thank you. That's awesome. So yeah, Lex was with.
She deleted them. Or no, she wait, no.
Aiden, shut up. God, you got me killed in Fortnite because your audio balancing is so bad, bro. Holy shit, dude! Literally got me killed in the game.
I got that one wrong. I got that one wrong because I thought you had sent that.
Versus Bo Blacks. Who wins?
Dude, imagine if Bo Blacks had a girlfriend like Lex, and that was his fucking like comeuppance for lying about his fucking about having his BPD diagnosis. Like he's just forced to go to Azkaban and like date Lex. Lex Down syndrome.
She publicly said that I'm in his accounts right now.
Bo Blacks, you can come back in the house, but you have to survive a month-long relationship with this woman.
She said that on purpose.
You can't break up with her. She has to break up with you, and you do have to sit through it.
That's insane.
Yeah,
we'll help you, but we won't give it our all.
Out of concern for your mental health, even though she was like going and like, even though she was the one that was, releasing recordings of you for the sake of a SoundCloud song. So I guess that would lead me to our next thing.
No. Let me say this right here. Yep. I had a panic attack the night she released.
No, you had a panic attack?
The song, and she was messaging me. What did she message me? She said, like Hellbent likes it, ha 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 ha. So yeah, I had my family was up all night with me on Christmas Eve because I was trying to calm myself down.
I'm sorry, dude. The human being in me feels awful hearing this. I don't know if it's just like family stuff and shit, but this shit gets to me. I'm just picturing like this guy who's clearly like a bit of a dinwit, like a very low IQ individual, just sitting there with like his family consoling him, and he's like, "Dude, my ex-girlfriend lied to me, gay-opped me for 3 consecutive months, literally fucked her way through my Mr. Beast money, literally." Fucked her way through my Mr. Beast money. Not even in a way where it's just like obvious that she's using it herself, but getting me to spend it on obscene, retarded, clout goblin fucking shit, right? Literally fucked her way through the money that I begged for, okay? And then after all of this, you have to worry because she's going to release embarrassing recordings and she's literally gotten into all of your accounts, and you have to explain this to your family about how this year has been another fucking disaster for you, and you have to be consoled by people. Like, I'm just glad he has family, because that's just awful. I can't imagine what they're thinking.
Because I was having a full...
Alright, that's the only kind of sad posting we're going to do the entire stream. We're going to go back to making fun of him fucking violently from here.
Panic attack over her, saying Hellbent likes the song, and basically her working with my detractors after she was so publicly, like, Jake Weddle's #1 supporter, blah, blah, blah. Like, the fact that she did such a rug pull, the circumstances around our breakup.
Dude, there's a crypto coin that's being fucking sold here too. She literally rug pulled him now. Like,
the circumstances around us getting together in the first place, even.
Dude, she took Mr. Beast money and bought NFTs with. No, I'm kidding.
The methods in which she has these recordings of me that she's using as blackmail. All of it's just wild. So I would love to parse through as much of the evidence as we could.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh my god, bro. Every time Aiden talks, it like blows my eardrums.
We're not interrupted, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. I'm trying to get...
Dude, could you imagine, unironically, it would have been a total Lex W if in the middle of the stream she sim swapped him? Could you imagine the carnage if fucking Mrs. T Lexify sim swapped mid conversation?
Listen, if it goes bad, we'll go by smoke signal. If she somehow...
That's great. I'll get some pigeons together. We'll figure this out. That's good.
True. All right, so I guess just bring us through the process here of, like, I guess... What happened? Like the story you told me, I guess. If you're like, if obviously if you're okay with sharing about the breakup.
Of course. Yeah. So you know, she was so publicly entrenched in all of my public relations, and you know, at first, you know, it was like, oh, it's nice to have just support. You know, the last relationship I was in, you know, and even like my friends and family.
Why is he so loud? All right, we're shitting on Aiden here. This really isn't his fault. He obviously wasn't equipped to take a cell phone interview. I don't think he realized that his fucking guest was going to get hacked by their ex-girlfriend. But at the end of the day, Aiden's stream still sucked, and I hate him.
To quantify what it's like to receive a lot of online hate, a lot of online backlash, and I was in a really distraught mental health place. So when Lex showed up in my life, it was like, oh, here's the support from like another content creator that I need. You know, I was also at Rowan Mike's place, and like me and Lex have dated for 3 months, and she was we've been physically together, like in the same.
What am I gonna do?
Dude, why after 3 months were you physically like? Well, first of all, a long distance relationship is just stupid. So I understand why you were physically together, but like moving in with somebody you just met, this is why online stuff makes no sense to me, because you're either moving in way too late or moving in way too early. And there's never like a normal balance to this stuff, because for the most part, these people who are e-dating don't have enough money to be able to go back and forth a reasonable amount of time before these people actually end up getting together.
You know, states. For like a month, you know, we were doing like a long distance thing for a while.
I'm gonna go comfort Lex. I like car girls. Brandroid, I will be covering your story next.
And you know, the way she thrust herself into the public eye.
Dude, we were together physically. She thrusted herself into the public eye.
You know,
I cannot imagine fucking Jake Weddle for clout. There's like a really down bad situation that's occurring here. Imagine like fucking the crying Mr. Beast victim for like a lick of clout out of this whole, like, that is just deplorable. Prostitutes go through less demeaning activities on a daily basis.
Weddle and his girlfriend, you know, like, I didn't think anything of it until it got crazier and crazier and crazier, and then she
like
started...
take your clothes off and post it on OnlyFans or something. Yeah, come on, like, you're gonna put yourself through this?
Like calling out Chud Logic and Hellbent by name. It was entirely her idea to sue Hellbent, by the way. I feel like I was upset that Hellbent...
This is where it starts to be like everything that's bad was all her at all times, and I am a blameless victim. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't care. If I was Aiden, I'm running the story exactly the same way. I'm letting the crazy guy get on and talk as much as he wants.
Did all that stuff, you know, the night of, I was editing my special, and I saw that Hellbent did all that shit, and I was upset.
Let the other idiots who look this over tomorrow, who care more than me, kind of navigate it.
And then, yeah, I woke up the next day, and I see on Twitter, I go, oh, I guess we're suing Hellbent. Okay. You know, the things that she pushed me to do while we were together, like, for instance, I do have a lawyer. And it's really funny that I have a lawyer, because Lex is the one that told me to get that lawyer. And I feel like Lex, my lawyer, you know, because I paid for the lawyer, wouldn't think that being logged into somebody's Discords and blocking them without their...
None of these people have any money. I hate to break the immersion here, but Hellbent was never getting sued. Lex was never getting sued. Jake Weddle's not suing anybody. He was never taking the fight to Mr. Beast. All of these people are terminally poor. Okay? And there's no problem. There's no issue with being poor. Okay? I'm not trying to poor shame anybody, but when we're talking about lawsuits, you need fucking money to get through the door, and these guys don't have it. I don't mean to blow up the immersion here, but every time you hear any of these people say the word lawsuit, just know that the next thing out of their mouth is completely bullshit.
You know, like, I feel like Lex is breaking crimes right now, but I guess I'll talk...
I feel like Lex is breaking crimes right now. Awesome. Sick, dude.
To my lawyer as soon as I can. Thanks, Lex, for making sure I got a lawyer.
So she suggested you. She was the one that suggested you take.
Dude, Breaking Crimes was my favorite show, dude. When they were doing the whole, you know, when they were doing the crystal cocaine, you know, the purple crystal cocaine.
Legal action against Hellbent, and she suggested you take legal action against Mr. Beast.
A person?
Behind the scenes, you know, we were like trying to. And I shouldn't be speaking about this publicly because you know this is like a legal thing, and this is messy and this is dicey. But yeah, she was like saying, and like I don't want to get into the weeds of whether or not I do or
Jake,
don't
at
have
this
a case,
point-
or whether or not I am or not.
You can get into the whole forest. I don't care. I'm down to listen. This is your extra 15. You got your 15. This is your next 15. I'm down to hear everything you have to say.
Pursuing a case, but I will say behind the scenes, she was
Maybe he would have had a case if he hit the 10 goal limit once again, boys. Let's go. We're getting another goal. Woo! New goal. Ayo.
very much pushing me to sue Jimmy. And what I think is, now that I have all the pieces, what I'm pretty sure.
Why are you suing Jimmy? I don't understand. Why do you need money from Jimmy? Why don't all those people with broken bones sue Jimmy? I mean, I understand the guy's got money, right? Like, you made out with, like, almost $200,000, right? Wasn't that, at most it's like $160,000, right? Could maybe like 180, 190. I forgot the exact statistic. But, like, what else do you want from him? An apology? It sounds like you got that. 160,000, you got that, check. Like, I guess you could want $1 million or something. But, like, even if you got $1 million tomorrow, Jake Weddle, even if you got $1 million suing Mr. Beast, it still wouldn't make you a comedian. I mean, you could buy your way into a shitload of gigs, but, like, at some point, when we grow up, our dreams stop being dreams and become, like, thoughts. It's time to give up the dream.
This was obvious to everybody outside of my bubble, and I kind of wish it was more obvious to me, but hey, I'm a gun.
Imagine if instead of $100,000, he had $1 million budget to become a comedian.
Person, I get tricked very easily by pretty women. I'm pretty sure.
And the sad part is, like, some fucking comedian guy probably scammed him out of a shitload of money. That's probably what happened to. Oh, of course, kid, I can make you a star. You just gotta spend this much here, go here, buy this set, you'll be good here, or whatever. And this guy's like, this fucking sucker, dude. This guy just keeps showing up. I mean, that's how in my head this whole thing went down. It's like some guy is just smooth talking him in there. He thinks just if you put a couple more dollars in, you'll finish this comedy thing. Hell yeah. Gets tricked very easy by very mid women. Well, dude, listen. People like car girls. What can I say? She's a methadone clinic 7/10. Is that 7 out of 10? Oh, I understand. She's a methadone clinic 7 out of 10. Got it. Is she trans? No, she is not trans.
What is Bunty King to you?
Sorry, transvestigators. You got this one wrong.
Nicholas DeOrio?
Also, I love how this thing is dying.
And to get a little bit of my clout, to get a little, and that's so funny because everyone's calling me a clout chaser. So the clout chaser of a clout chaser is really funny.
It's double jeopardy. Neither one was chasing clout because, yeah, there's a clout chaser of a clout chaser. That's crazy.
Again, hey fellas, listen. You milked me for all I'm worth. Okay, women moving forward. I have no more money. Please stay away from me. I spent it all on flights.
I'm sorry. As much as I want to shit on this guy, this is a really funny bit. Unironically, he could probably make a really good comedy set off of this story.
Canada and flying her to the U.S. and getting her hair done and the lawyers she made me buy. The money's gone. So please, women, stay away from me.
And that's actually about the Mr. Beast stuff. That's actually how the two of you met, right?
Yeah, so she basically slipped
This
into
guy's going to be voting for Donald Trump's third term.
my DMs because she was trying to give me
You know how many people I've met? I'm not going to name any names, but how many people I've met where they're like, yeah, dude, I was a super liberal or whatever. I was super liberal. And then this crazy woman accused me of several crimes, and now I voted Republican this year.
like
unironically, this has been like a story a few times.
Her like big scoop on the whole Mr. Beast situation, which was up in Canada. And I don't really know all the details of it specifically because I'm not super well versed in union law, especially in Canada. At least I'm familiar with Writers Guild stuff, but not so much like editing and actors and that's not guilds I'm familiar with. That's not unions I'm familiar with. But he was claiming that.
Imagine if this event
was
was the thing that sends Jake over the edge and he actually starts making funny jokes. I would want nothing more. I understand that people probably hate this guy and there's no end in sight for their hatred.
Who is Bunty King?
But if Jake Weddle used this as an opportunity to make good comedy, I think I'd see it as an absolute victory with absolutely no L's taken. I think he gets some yardage back if he's able to like change the entire trajectory of his life over this.
Union.
Like he actually wins. Listen, Jake, if you're listening to me right now and you're in the airwaves and you haven't clicked off yet after any of the other abhorrent shit that I've said to you, all right? Don't listen to the people in your family. Don't even listen to me earlier in the stream. You are a comedian, okay? You are a comedian. So you're just one more attempt. You're just $10,000 away from finally achieving your dreams. Okay, Jake? You just got to give that push. 100% of comedians that don't make it fail just before hitting it big. So just put the proverbial fucking, come on, just put it on black, all right? Put your career on black and just hope that you hit, okay?
Workers, even though he's barred from working with unions.
One more
And
score.
I remember one of the YouTube.
I mean, look, listen, nobody ever hears the story of the guy who went $200,000 down on fucking becoming a comedian.
Moderators was just correcting her, saying that's not how the unions work.
Or just start gambling. Fuck it. Get rid of the middleman. Fuck the comedy stuff. You can make way more money at the casino.
You know, behind the scenes, Lex was telling me, do not trust that moderator. He's not on our side. He's against us. And I don't want to publicly say the YouTube drama moderators are very, very good at being unbiased. For example, when it comes to Mr. Beast misinformation, because some shit is off the walls and crazy. Like, you don't want to throw wild accusations out. Like,
Bro, you know what sucks? I have turned down a popular gambling advertisement twice now in like the last 3 months, and I don't even know why. I have no actual issue with taking these sponsorships, but it would be so funny to plug a legitimate gambling entity when I'm going on these rants and like actually have a code set up and doing it. I feel like that would enhance the bit, but I just keep denying them.
We're correcting misinformation about Mr. Beast. So
because I legitimately don't care. I don't think anyone's don't give me credit. We're like, wow, Nick, you're so cool, you're above it. Because I'm definitely not. And I think it would be hilarious. I just don't want to deal with it.
You can't say they're for or against Mr. Beast.
To be honest, I didn't even wait to hear what their offer was. So when you say take the bag, it had nothing to do with money. It was just like, yeah, I probably ought not do. I think the only ones I've turned down this year are gambling ones and BetterHelp. Those were the only ones I've directly turned down. Yeah.
Can't say they're for or against me, but they did tell me, Lex was spreading a bunch of misinformation.
AIDS gang represent, okay?
And I do think sports gambling does make me a little icky. That might be my own. That's my one momentary human expression coming back. It's I don't know. I'm not sold. I feel like there's a lot of teenagers doing sports gambling because it's all over all the sports now. And I don't think that me not taking a sponsorship can really change any of that. I don't think that I don't think I have the ability to change the trajectory of it. But I keep hearing all these stories where like these fucking teenagers using their parents' credit cards are doing parlays in fucking high school. And it's like, it's obviously the parents' fault. It's obviously not the fault of... But again, it's crazy that like years ago, the White Sox had that whole controversy with gambling, and now every fucking sporting event is sponsored by 15 different gambling things. You got Wayne Gretzky doing BetMG something ads in the middle of the literally the great one, the top hockey player of all time, fucking is doing these advertisements for fucking gambling casinos and shit. And it's all over the UFC. It's fucking everywhere. So it's like, I think sports gambling is uniquely predatory in that it takes advantage of people because they think they understand sports. And it's like, wow, I'm always right about all this sports stuff. So now, I would totally kill it in parlays and just cleans house a few times. But like, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Told them, behind this.
Nick, the White Sox scandal was 100 years ago. Yeah, it doesn't mean that like the people who are keeping their names out of the fucking... Cooperstown should be fucking putting gambling shit all over their fucking sport.
See, she was telling me not to trust you guys for that very reason. This whole situation is incredibly, incredibly messy. And if I can again apologize to the YouTube community.
I think my position is partly irrational. I think it's based purely off of like, I don't want to say like emotion, but it's just like, I don't think it logically holds through, but like, I don't know.
And apologize to the Reddit community for allowing this person to thrust herself into the spotlight so brazenly and so messily. That is entirely on me, and I publicly apologize.
Damn. Okay. Well, at least, hey, at least you're admitting it. You know, I would. There's some things obviously I would push back.
Okay, so now Aiden's finally pushing back on this because his whole thing is like, guys, I sincerely apologize. My girlfriend made me do every bad thing ever.
If I do have any questions, I'll save that for the end. I'll save that for the end because this story is like, and obviously you don't need to tell me exactly what you said in call. I'll let you leak at your own discretion. But this is such an insane story that I just walk me through Monday and the 5 days leading up to Monday and the breakup.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, this is great. I love this.
Lex was very like, I'm going to call out Hellbent. I'm going to call out Nicholas DeOrio. I'm going to call out...
Yo, name drop! Pew, 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 pew.
Chad Logic, you know? And like behind the scenes, you know, like the hashtag campaigns that were, you know, like my mom's been getting harassed, you know, like it's been, you know, mentally taxing on somebody who especially isn't a chronically online person.
You know what's going to be regular taxing? March. When the 1099s start coming in, Mr. $50,000.
I do stand up. I'm not as entrenched into the YouTube, you know, world, and I'm barely on Reddit. I've been on Reddit more in the last 4 days than I have in my entire life. But for when all the ways that she was calling people out started backfiring,
do you think this guy
she would kind of like?
Do you think he puts away a reasonable amount of money to pay taxes? Or do you think he just sits there shitting his pants every year like Bo Blacks? I feel like he's probably like a Bo Blacks.
Okay. We like never really fought much. Like we had like 2 like big-ish fights, and this was one of them, obviously, where he's basically like being really, really distant from me all of a sudden, and it was right after all the Hellbent and the Chud Logic stuff like started backfiring on her. You know?
And it's like he could just be straight up lying about every single aspect of this, and I have absolutely no sympathy for the girl who's literally hacking his accounts to keep him off the stream. I just don't care. Like, I'm sorry, there's just no charitability to be had for you. Like, I just don't care.
No, and she was, I need my space. So I didn't really, like, I felt distant. I vocalized that. And then one day, you know, we wake up in the morning, and she's still working as my assistant. So we wake up in the morning, we have a meeting.
Yeah, these people are literally made for each other, but unfortunately their personality traits aren't a compatible one. Like, they literally, like, they have so many of the same characteristics.
Somebody, and then, like, we go take a nap after that because it was an early meeting. And then, you know, I saw that Turkey Tom made some video. These people's names are so fucking silly. I saw that he made a video.
He's not even a turkey.
True.
But like I just remember I just posted something I thought was pretty innocuous on my Instagram stories, talking about like, oh yeah, because it says I've lost it, right? So I thought it was shitty that people make content calling other people's mental health into question. You know, like, because in my head, I don't think I've lost it, but now this guy's making a bunch of money claiming I've lost. Well, I don't want to get into the Turkey Tom thing. I don't give a fuck about Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom's fine.
All right, you definitely don't care about it. That's why you dedicated an entire portion of it to the speech right now.
But I made a post. You know, I called YouTube commentary channels generally dorks.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Just his cadence when he says dorks is amazing.
YouTube commentary channels generally dorks. I said, you guys, and that's pretty tame, you know? Like, I didn't call anybody out by name specifically. Meanwhile, Lex was like, hey, Hellbent, hey, she's calling out people by name specifically. And I remember I had a panic attack that night too, because I'm like, oh my God, she's literally asking for it. She's like,
dude. What do you do, bro, when your girlfriend just starts asking to fight with more people? Like, your victim girlfriend who's being attacked is actually the aggressive one, and you're fully aware that it is currently happening.
Bringing it on purpose, you know?
It's like, I need people to leave me alone, and the girlfriend's like, no, more. We will attack further. We will advance. It's like if Ava Braun started fucking calling it, dude.
And so when I posted that Instagram story, she said, take that Instagram story down. And I was like, what? Why? And she goes, because it affects me too. And in my head, I'm like, but you were doing all this other, like, so brazenly. And this is funny. Somebody said, why doesn't he reel her in? I saw that comment a lot. Fellas, that was her reeled in.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's fucking iconic. Reel her in. Fellas, this was her reeled in.
I was reeling her in. I swear to God.
No way.
Stopped her while she was filming and said, "Look, H3 said my stand-up's not that bad." That was me trying to be like derail her from her train of thought. I was like, "Please stop talking about this. Let's talk about something else instead." So when she's telling me to take that down, I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm just thinking.
I'm sorry. There are likable things that are happening here for Jake Weddle, as mean as I am.
Like, what? I can't. Oh. I'm not going to tell her not to post something, right? Like, I didn't say don't post that video. I didn't say don't make that tweet. I didn't say don't go after Hellbent. I said you're your own person. I can't stop you from doing something. I can't control you, you know?
Okay, but you're also not a good advocate for yourself because you're claiming you identify that these things are going to cause the both of you a shitload of trouble to start directly engaging with drama YouTube after you seemingly realize that it's not a smart idea. And you're just going to let her do it and subject both of you to this punishment. I mean, I understand why people are saying that you're a fucking idiot for this. They're not wrong.
But then she goes, "Take your story down." And I go, "What? I'm not going to take my story down." And then she goes, "All right, well then, I guess I'll pay for half your hotel tonight." And I was like, "What?"
Uh-oh.
And she's like, "Yep, I don't want you here. I don't feel comfortable with you here because you don't care for my feelings." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, and I was upset. Like, of course. Like, I was confused. I was a little heartbroken that you're kicking me out of. I'm in a foreign country, and you're kicking me out of your house. And she's like, "I'm saying I'll pay for half your hotel," and it's what I'm like. It just seemed so ridiculous. And then I was upset. I was alternating between being angry and being sad. When you're in a relationship, it's emotionally tenuous. But like a normal level. So I'm packing my stuff, and I'm crying. You guys know me. I'm crying.
Dude, I'm sorry. That got me too. You guys know me. I'm a pathetic loser. I'm bawling my eyes out.
And she says, "Better hurry, because I'm going to call the police," And I'm like, I'm packing, Like, I'm looking for my camera, putting my stuff together, and then the police were there. And I was like, what? What? And at first, the cops do the thing where they're like, "Hey, you're the guy. We got to get you out of here." And then after 5 seconds of talking to him, they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're leaving. You're packing your stuff." Like at one point, I heard the police in the room that she was in say, "He's literally texting me right now," and I'm outside talking to the cops, and the other officer goes, "Ma'am, he's outside talking to the other officer, and his phone's right there."
Oh my god, bro! If that's even slightly true, that's hilarious. But there's got to be a police report, right? Has anybody cared enough to look into it? I certainly am not, but has anybody looked into it?
So she's accusing you of texting her in the moment you're outside talking to another officer.
Yeah, and that's what he said. Yep.
Allegedly, of course. I mean, I don't have proof of that.
And then he does his iconic allegedly. Now that he has a lawyer, maybe the lawyer can tell him that doesn't get you out of things, but
this is hearsay, obviously. I'm just colloquially telling you all what happened from my perspective and my opinion, obviously. If she's going to say things like I punched a wall, that's not true. This is what I'll did, and she was filming me unbeknownst to me, which is something she swore she'd said she'd never do, because I've had exes do that in the past. I had mental breakdowns when I was in solitary confinement.
Dude, that's so funny. This girl literally showed up saying like, "Yeah, Mr. Beast tortured me, recorded me for content, and it's been like a huge traumatic moment." And she's like, "Wow, that's crazy." And then she started recording him in his house. Like in her house or whatever when he moves in. That is so fucking funny, dude.
While there was 7 cameras on me, so
I can't wait to find out how this is all actually Mr. Beast's fault.
I get really, really, sensitive to people filming me without my consent when I'm in a vulnerable position. And this is something she explicitly knew, and we talked about often. So when she's got cameras all over her house, she's filming me with her phone. She's telling me she's got witnesses on her Discord, and she's like, "Don't worry, I'm not going to post any of this, but I do have it for my safety, like my protection." And
my protection. By the way, if you talk I might have to protect myself. If you go on stream, I might have to protect myself. Here's what you do with people who are extorting you, Jake. You just say whatever the fuck you want, because that shit's coming out regardless. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can insinuate. There's no way you can solve this, no matter what happens. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow. You might be able to quell it for the short term, but that shit is coming out. That call will be heard. We will listen to it on stream. There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. So fuck this girl. Don't let her fucking have this power over you. And just keep doing you.
If we're going to talk about what's helpful for my mental health, don't post those or maybe even delete those because those were private and vulnerable. And it's sad when you're being cruel to me.
Lyrics already pushed him on that.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
But I wasn't going to talk about you logged into all my accounts because I didn't know you were. So this, I can't believe there's new developments happening in real time. Like, this is wild.
That's insane, yeah. And so just to clarify for everybody, in one day, on Monday, you go from being cool to you make an Instagram.
Thank you so
Money to
much.
fund more pinball machines.
Appreciate it. Case the Oathbreaker. Based. Thank you for hitting the goal.
Yeah, so she goes, you make an Instagram story post, she thinks is not a good look, you refuse to take it down,
And
she
again,
takes that
she's
person.
aggressive, she's threatening to sue people, she's getting their entire shit on fucking, like, as much as, like, I want to shit on him and say he's doing a bunch of shit wrong, it's absolutely absurd, if this is correct, that she's, like, putting down oh, you're getting us in a lot of trouble, Jake, you better stop right now, or whatever, or you get out of my fucking house, when she absolutely was an aggressor publicly. Absolutely was.
Breaks up with
It wasn't even like I refused to take it down. We had like 2 like Instagram exchange texts back and forth, and she goes, "All right, well, you can go ahead and get a hotel." And then I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
like,
so
it wasn't like I was like, "No, I'm not taking it down." I was just like a 2 conversation back and forth. Yeah.
So she tells you to leave while you're visiting her home in Canada, a country you're not from, don't have citizenship of or whatever. She tells you to leave, and you're out of the house, trying to leave Canada in the same day.
I will say she said, "Hey, you can look back at the texts. I said I'll pay for half your hotel," and I said to her, "How litigious of you to say." You know, like when she got distant, I think what the mindset was this. I don't want to get too much into the weeds, but she's in a legal battle right now with the landlords, and I was in a domestic violence situation a few.
Oh my god! No way, chat! What? Another one! Another one, chat! Another one!
Who is Bunty King?
I don't want to get too much into the weeds of that either, but when I was in a domestic violence situation, I had a partner of mine assault me physically. I was punched, kicked, choked, bruised. I don't want to get too much into that, but that was helpful when those landlords tried to evict me. And I said, "Oh, you don't have to evict me. I fled New York City because I didn't want to be in New York City anymore."
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Dude, holy shit.
Nick, what if Mr. Beast hired Lex to ruin Jake's life?
Could you imagine if the real PI was the penis inspector that Jimmy hired to literally fuck the money out of Miss? Oh my god. Yeah, I'll give you $50,000, but I'll get it back in my own way. No way, bro. Dude, the PI was the pussy investigator.
Because it was unsafe for me
Oh,
to
the
be
penis investigator. I don't know. Who knows, actually.
there. And that got me out of my lease, essentially. And so, this is alleged when I say this, but I think, allegedly, in my opinion, when Lex realized that she could no longer milk me for more clout or more money, and the ticking clock on her current living situation was almost up, I think she thought, okay, I'll 2 birds, 1 stone this. I'll do this thing called reactive abuse. And what reactive
Bro, and now we're hitting, I think Chud Logic said this before. I briefly watched his stream. He said they're doing all the, what is it? The psychologic words, as Bo Blacks would say. They're doing all the psychology words right now, the lingo.
abuse is. I had to be very familiar with this.
Listen, I do know psychologic. I studied it.
I keep dating the same type of woman. What reactive abuse is when you purposefully rile somebody up to the point
Yeah, this is double A chess right now. Oh, I'm sorry, was it? Never mind.
point to where they can't take it anymore. And then when they like finally show the emotions that they've, that you've been poking at constantly, they blow up and then they go click, screenshot, and then they show everybody, see, isn't he crazy? For the purpose of, discrediting them.
7D chest? No, her tits are not nearly that big.
And so I think one of the things is I know exactly what your triggers are, so I know how to get you upset. I'm going to kick you out of my house with police. That's going to be blackmail, so you don't ever talk about me. And I'll also be able to use that in a case against my landlords. That's what I think. Allegedly speculation, I don't know.
Yeah.
Reactive abuse, normal people just call those button pushers.
And just to clarify for everybody, normally there's a fee for breaking a lease, but in the States, and I
didn't know this. This is actually the only thing Aiden contributed that I thought was valuable, and it might not even apply to Canada.
I don't know if it's the same in Canada. I'm assuming it is. There's a stipulation that if you can prove there was like a situation of domestic violence occurring in your home, I'm pretty sure the landlord lets you break the lease like for free, or legally is bound to. I'm not obviously.
Did anybody know this?
A person? Who is Bunty King?
So now Aiden's like accusing her of doing a scam to get out of her lease so she can leave her apartment by bringing in this fucking guy to claim that she's being abused. So she's getting a police report. Like, this is like some crazy heist right now.
He's alleging that in this circumstance. I'm not super familiar with Canadian law.
That's the thing. Lex was acting as my assistant because I was living with a partner I had used to date. We had broken up, but we were still living together.
That's not true at all. Well, you know what? It's Aiden's claim, so you should take that to him. I'm just purely reporting on it.
Because I didn't want to kick. That's so funny. I was living with an ex when I met Lex because I didn't want to kick my ex out on the street. So when I came
I'm in the Mauler pinball machine right now. You're not wrong, dude.
Back to New York with the new GF, she didn't like that and she started hitting me. But regardless, I still didn't kick her out, right? But that's why I got punched. But that's also why I was able to get out of my lease, because there was a domestically violent situation at my house, and Lex was acting as my assistant when she was arguing with my landlords back and forth. So I think she went, oh, well, if this got Jake out of his lease, then maybe it can get me out of mine. Allegedly.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. So Jake got out of his lease in New York because of the domestic violence thing he's claiming. So he said that to the girl, and then all of a sudden she accused him of or abuse. Like, I understand why he's saying this now.
I don't know.
And even if it's not true, that doesn't mean she didn't try it. You know what I mean? You're operating under the assumption that she's researched this or something and not just done this impulsively because she's a crazy fucking schizo. So just hearing the fact that somebody said it's possible would probably be enough for her to attempt this heist.
Just maybe thinking.
Like, you can't sit here and be like, well, I don't know if that's how it works. You have to put yourself in her position.
Possibly. I mean, this is what I was talking about.
Like, as a retard, is this something that you could see, like, yourself doing?
With my friends on Discord for the past couple of days.
Like, hypothetically, if you were completely retarded, would you do this?
Then, clearly she didn't want me to come on this chat right now. So, you've seen, all my correspondence for the last 4 days, and that makes my skin crawl, honestly. So my hunch is correct, Lex. I guess you're on a stream responding to this in real time, so your turn.
Again, I can't get over the fact that this guy's like, I need money for bills. I had to take money from Mr. Beast. And then we find out that he's got money for like ridiculous lawsuits and hiring actual lawyers and flying back and forth to Canada to meet his new girlfriend or whatever. This is like some corner cage shit, only he doesn't have kids, thank the Lord. Imagine if Jake Weddle was a dad. Absolutely brutal hypothetical. Don't be silly, wrap your will. Imagine if she was pregnant. No, chat. Imagine if she was actively pregnant.
And I just want to mention, or I guess the hold on. The other question I wanted to ask too is, in regards to her history, you had actually, she has a dedicated hater base, according to her, and you had actually received that you had sent to me and under the stipulation I could share. While you were with Lex, you had been sent some sort of email warning you about her from a member of the public, or
it was a matter of public interest that you stopped dating this whore at once.
I think a name that, like, a different email. I'm not quite sure. I mean, because I showed it to Lex at the time. Person every time anybody was ever weary of her, she told me not to trust them. And that's,
that is
crazy, but
wow, that is not manipulative behavior at all. I can't believe you didn't even consider that this could be happening to you.
I remember when I saw this email, I brushed
No red flags there, chat.
it off as, oh, I got online haters, she's got online haters, and blah, blah, blah. She was like, they didn't want to see me happy, with this new man, blah, blah, blah. And basically the body of the email, I believe you might have that up as well.
Yeah, I have it up on screen.
Hey, this is what she does. She does this to everybody.
What the fuck, dude? Hey, I'm sorry to send you this sort of message, but please take it seriously. I'm only trying to help you avoid future hassle and problems when dealing with Lex/Alex. She has lied, slandered, and legitimately scammed multiple locals in Victoria while playing the victim card. I won't name names, but there's a very real reason that she does not want to be involved in the local car community or the people in general. It's because she's burned every single person she's come in contact with, including those who wanted to help her. Please use caution when allowing her into your life so the same thing doesn't happen to you. Oh my god, bro. That is unreal. Unreal. What the fuck?
You seem like a nice guy. Please just protect yourself because this is what she does. And so let me tell you, I feel like a big old dummy because not only is this very publicly embarrassing for me, but fool me once, twice, 3 times, I'm not going to date for another year. Hey, audience, hey, stream, if you guys see me with
Guys, Jake Weddle is unfortunately taking an entire year off from women. I know it's brutal. I know it's unfortunate, it's unfair, chat, but the eligible bachelor is taking an entire year off from women.
new girlfriend, do a wellness check on me, okay? No nut 2025. You
No nut 2025, boys.
understand?
The women in chat are fucking seething.
I'm not talking to ladies ever again.
Very, very based. Now, I guess I want to ask you here as well. After your girlfriend had told you that on your behalf, she was like threatening smaller creators and like.
Dude, everyone always talks about stand-up comedy. Nobody ever talks about Jake Weddle. It's time to do some stand-down. Just give it up. Stop it. This is the same kind of fucking material he does, where it's all like the self-deprecation shit.
Making alts to pressure them.
Yes.
At that point in time, like, I feel like I would have said, dude, this bitch is fucking crazy. Let me run for the hills. What was your mindset
Stand-down comedy.
at that point?
I think what was going through my head was she's doing it to protect me. And at the time, I was in a mental state where I felt like, because the way that, like, the people, like, the online vitriol, part of it is, and again, the way you pacify somebody in an abusive situation.
Like, this isn't like a master manipulator. This is like a minor manipulator. Wait, that has a connotation to it. Not what I was trying to say.
Is to put them in a fearful state. And there were so many times I was with Lex where things went from 0 to 100. Like, she was like, you gotta change your name on all the driving apps, like because you're a famous person, so someone could see. Oh, like, there was so many like things she tried to make me be afraid of.
Chat, should we do the Marvel Women Power Table? Let's do the Marvel Women Power Table.
She was like, don't trust Cam Nugget, don't trust this person.
Stop saying Nathan Weddle. That was not where I was going with the joke.
Don't trust that person. She would say, everybody's out to get you. So when she's doing all this crazy shit, I was sitting here thinking,
we love women, chat. That's why we're playing the women table.
At least she's not doing it to me. And, and she was saying, oh, I'd never do it to you, because I love you. And when, then she was like, hey, that Instagram story, don't like it, bud. Go ahead and get out. That's when I was like, oh.
Do you think when all, like, Chud's audience was doing the whole free Nathan Weddle thing, she's like, oh, honey, that's terrible. I can't believe you're doing that. And then she'd walk out of the room and start fucking maniacally laughing to herself about how fucking funny it is? Like, I can just imagine where she's, like, consoling him and, like, snickering out the side of her mouth that these people are doing this to her boyfriend.
You're rug pulling me. And then I got upset because I realized I was getting rug pulled.
Dude, the rug pull was her. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was a gross one. That was a real gross one.
At that point in time, she was doing a lot of things, acting like incredibly loyal to you. Like a lot of the
Yes.
Well, you've explained it to me, right? The stipulation of her going DMing hell, but doing this crazy shit was like out of loyalty to you.
Yes.
It's called waxing.
Turns around and is like, Hellbent loved my song, ha ha ha. Like, that's why I went into a panic attack. Because I thought, like, not only are the detractors after me, but my biggest supporter is now working with the detractors. And so I went, and then I got trauma from previous exes.
It's the funniest part of this whole thing is that there's probably not a single one of his detractors that would like side with his girlfriend on this one. So he's actually probably going to get a lot more support in the next couple days, more support than he's gotten in a while. And I genuinely wonder what that's going to do for somebody who's ultimately going to end up siding with Rosanna and Dogpack later.
Who is Bunty King?
Like, I wonder if, like, because I like
multiple very fat checks from Jimmy, then goes viral saying exactly how much he was paid.
Yep.
And you're saying he attracts unscrupulous con artists?
Yeah, you know, listen,
anyway, I'll
Ian,
go hang out with my new homie Jake.
when you put it like that, I mean, I totally see where you're coming from. Yeah, but I always speculated that Jake Weddle was along for camaraderie, that he wasn't always like the malicious party. He was just like terminally stupid. So I wonder what all this positive attention that he's going to get in the next few days is going to do for him. I wonder where his positions are going to start lying.
Blah, 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 blah. You know, so like I forget what the question initially was, but yeah, I
because like I think Dogpack is clearly malicious. I think Rosanna is probably the most malicious one. I think Cam Nuggets just kind of wants to continue to have success on his channel and doesn't really care about anything in between. And I think Jake Weddle is stupid. So I wonder if Jake Weddle is stupid and malicious or just stupid. We'll find out.
That's why it's very publicly embarrassing to have this happen to you so brazenly, so publicly. Whoopsie daisies.
And so now walk me through it. So you have left the house. You've packed. At what point after you've now left the house on this Monday, do you actually realize that a song's come out about you? And was there any communication between that time?
Yeah, not while there was like a 24-hour period where you like after a situation like that you have to do no contact. That's like required. So like yeah, sure, no problem. I think I sent her an email that I scheduled to get to her 24 hours later. That was just like, please log out of all of my things, please.
Please, pretty please log out. Bro, I'm changing those passwords. This is extraordinarily stupid.
That was in the email I sent you, was to log out of all of my things, please. So that was the only contact we had while I was traveling. I think I got on the plane.
Dude, he hits the uhs like Maggot Edits hits the ands. Does anybody else notice that? Like the is like the end of the sentence.
Late Monday evening, and then it was like I had to fly from Victoria to Vancouver.
It's like a sentence enhancer.
To Toronto, back to the States. So I was like in transit. I didn't get home.
You were in transit? No, bro. Hold on. Wait. There it is. Wait, we're getting this.
Did I not ask you this?
Until Toronto, back to the States. So I was like in transit. I didn't get home until
That's not a sentence enhancer. Okay, well, excuse me, sir. I learned what sentence enhancers were from SpongeBob.
like Christmas Eve, essentially. I got home on Christmas Eve, and you know, I'm crying the whole way there. You know, I'm blubbering on the plane, being a nuisance to everybody. And I get home, I'm with family, I have a nice cry on my mom's lap, you know, and then.
Dude, just stop telling us this much information. Chad has a photo for this where it's like, uh-oh, I've told you how retarded and pathetic I am. Please don't use this to attack me with it.
I think she Snapchatted it to me, because I had her blocked on a bunch of stuff. But I think she Snapchatted it to me. She emailed it to me, actually, as a response to my email. Hey, can you log out of all my things? And she says, sure. And then she sent me the link to her song. I believe I did message her right before all of that because I was upset and I was texting her. Yeah, I texted her some nasty things. I sent her some very nasty voice memos.
Oh, God, I thought he fucking popped off a dick pic. Dude, I'm sorry, bro. I literally thought he was like, he just fired off a picture of his cock.
I texted her some nasty things. I sent her some very nasty voice memos because I was distraught. I was upset. I was, the person I loved, like, just doing all this crazy shit.
Again, they dated for 3 months. This is ridiculous, but whatever.
And all of a sudden, the complete 180. I'm over here flying home for like 25, 30, 40 hours, And then I get home and there's a song. It was literally like I'm in the U.S., like in my mom's house for like a little bit. And then the song was up. So unless she produced that song in 2 seconds and shit it out, or she was working on it for a while,
Bro, could you imagine how psychotic it would be if she was making this song in preparation to find an excuse to dump him and then just dropped it? Like, there are very specific references in the song.
Like, while she was, I need my space,
What is Bunty King to you?
Yeah, I can't prove that either, obviously. That's just me goofing around. But, yeah, no, I'm kind of rambling a little bit.
So this song comes out Christmas Eve, which was on Tuesday, because Christmas was on a Wednesday, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
So
Christmas on a Wednesday, so Christmas Eve comes out on. Yeah, I get home Tuesday evening. 7 a.m. on Monday. We are super fine. Everything's all cool. And then I'm back home by Tuesday afternoon. Just sobbing, weeping. I don't know what happened. That was so weird. That was so confusing. Why did she do that? That was so whatever. And then I get a song. And I'm like, what the heck? It was nuts.
So this just seems like the craziest. Obviously, if what you're saying, I'm prefacing this for my audience. I know you've already said this. Obviously, everybody, at this point, a lot of these things are allegations because we have no proof for them. I invite Jake after the fact if he would.
I swear.
Dude, thank you, Aiden, for covering all your bases here and your extremely in-depth conversation where you've asked all the hard questions. I appreciate him saying that because now I don't have to say it when I do exactly the same thing.
On my life, these are allegations. I am alleging these things. I do have a lawyer.
I just love listening to this guy talk. I wish he would do more podcasts where he's like explaining the deep, intricate troubles of his life.
This is happening very quickly. So yeah.
Yeah, because she's also made statements, right? So I'm letting him, air out his side. Obviously, you don't have evidence for everything that happens in your life, but I invite you, if you are able to find things after the fact, I'm more than happy to platform them. Or if you want to say something additional, you could message me.
Once they go on next, that's fine. I just don't want to be on this at the same time.
Yeah, no, all good. So, okay. So then my follow-up question, my next question, I guess, would be...
Dude, my follow-up question. Actually, it's my next question. I apologize. It's not the follow-up.
Well, I just this is the biggest one of all time because she's doing all these crazy things to you out of loyalty.
Like, I would literally fucking Minecraft myself right now on stream if he ended his conversation or whatever and said, all right, guys, so what do you think the morality is on incest or something? Because that's like an Aiden thing to do.
Things that would, out of her supposed loyalty, things that would, bring negative attention to both you and her. And then you make an Instagram story post, which I agree was not a smart thing to do, right? You make an Instagram...
Sure, yeah.
You make that post, and all of the sudden, this person who's been doing things that have brought you much more negativity out of loyalty is now telling you to leave and calling the police on you because you've made a post responding to the hate in an unproductive way. So
now she says she calls the police because I was raising my voice and wouldn't leave.
And he's apparently claiming he was packing, right?
Yes, raising my voice, but I was packing and leaving. I was actively leaving. I'm sorry it wasn't fast enough.
Wait, so how long had you been staying with her prior to that?
3 months. Oh no, they were dating, so probably a month.
A week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe.
Wait, you moved in a week ago? This relationship lasted a week? Of like IRL?
If it was...
Bro, imagine she smashed one time and was like, this is not worth it.
Oh gosh. Maybe a little over 2 weeks.
She like gagged on his cock and was like, this is not happening.
Probably 2.5 weeks tops, yeah.
So you had about 2.5 weeks of things unpacked, and then how long did it take you to pack before she called the police or before the police came? Would you estimate? Obviously, I don't expect you to have the exact numbers off the top of your head.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing happened so fast.
Why is the ball little now? What's happened? Why are there little balls, dude?
From the start of it to the end of it, like an hour, 2 hours, like it was nuts.
Okay, got you. Shit, dude. So the thing I want to say too. Do you know anything about the drone she claimed was?
Dude, do you know anything about the drones? What? Yeah, there's like a ton of drones right now over New Jersey. You said you're from New York, right? Did you see any of the drones? I hear they're coming off the Atlantic Ocean right now, and could you imagine if that was the question? Yeah, dude, I was just wondering because, like, you said you're in the city and there's like these drones going on right now.
flown over her house? She claimed a hater flew a drone over her house. Do you know anything about that?
I don't. She told me about that. She told me basically that's all the information I know.
No, I know what she was talking about, but like, it just I'm waiting for Aiden to do something funny, and he's just playing it straight. It's shocking me.
At one point, somebody who was an alleged hater flew a drone over her house. That's all I know.
Wait, you don't know a whole lot about her outside.
And I forgot who said this yesterday. Was it like somebody on stream was like, "Listen, dude, it probably is some mixture of what like that's probably some form of reality."
What is Bunty King to you?
Where like a drone flew over her
Bunty
house,
King?
and then she like added the
Nicholas DeOrio?
backstory that it must have been a hater, and it's not just like the neighborhood kid.
Side haters, like the people before the Mr. Beast stuff.
No, because every single time one of them would pop up, she would be like, "Don't talk to them," So I don't know. Yeah.
Now, I'm just hold on. Now, I just want to give you, I'm trying to be fair here. So this next part is gonna be some pushback.
Okay, sure.
But
AIDS gang represent, okay?
Essentially, you're kind of putting the Hellbent stuff, a lot of it on Lex, like the idea to sue or whatever, but it seems
It was just a Chinese spy drone, not an internet hater. True.
I was upset at Hellbent for that. Like I was definitely like I didn't like that she did that, and I do think what she did was scummy and lame and cringe. But all I'm putting on Lex is that she was one of the people that was she was the only person. She was the person who was like, we should sue. Let's sue. I mean, I was probably like backing her up about. I was probably backing her up.
Yeah,
I was probably backing her up. Like, we haven't already seen screenshots of you gassing her up to do it.
It's like, oh god, here we go. I was backing her up because she was my partner.
Exactly, and obviously, because you were on Twitter, citing the legality of it. So obviously, this isn't entirely on her, right? You have agency, as an adult.
Oh, sure, yeah. I did back up Lex on that publicly because she's my partner. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So a lot of this bad.
Then why didn't you confront her privately? If you cared so much, you're so virtuous.
Shit, she was a lot of this bad shit. The ideas that she had initiated, you had instead of doing anything about, you had supported it.
I was under the Lex influence. Yes.
Okay.
I was under the Lex influence, dude. This guy was smoking pussy. Unironic. That's brutal, dude. I was under the influence. Like, her pheromones were raping your mind.
Okay. So there's a level. I'm just clarifying everybody. I'm not saying
Sure,
there's no level of responsibility on Jacob. There obviously is.
I was backing up my partner, and that's on me. Whoopsie daisies.
Yeah. Okay. So is there any? I guess. Oh, I also needed to ask. People are pressing me to ask you here because Lex has apparently claimed. Okay, wait, where is it? Lex has apparently claimed, because she's on stream now. She's apparently claimed that.
This is so funny what's happening right now. Can I just take a second? I've never been in this position before in my life where.
I'm just wondering, what is Mr. Beast thinking throughout this whole fucking thing? Like, what is Mr. Beast watching this and saying? Because you just know he's watching, right?
Both on two separate streams doing this right now. This is insane.
I was more inclined to believe that for some reason you were offended over my inability to pull up my webcam.
It would be wild that she's logged into my accounts, right? And it'd be even crazier for her to admit that, right? What is happening right now?
But the concern trolling, it's like for the sake of your mental health, and it's like if she's obviously on the offense here, right? She's on the offense here. Maybe for all I know, you could have been abusive. But what she's released is like clips of you yelling and stuff in her song.
Dude, you know what Chud said today that literally blew my mind? Because I never dude, every dude has yelled at his girlfriend. I feel like in some cases that's pretty valid. At some point, there's been a heated exchange where like two passionate people have fought each other before, but the whole chat was like, I've never done that. I've never had a fight with my girlfriend. I've never yelled at my girlfriend before or said mean things to her. And it's just like, okay, dude, sick. I appreciate your honesty.
While she's on the offense, claiming that she cares about your mental health and that's why she's preventing you from giving this interview. That's insane. That seems like concern.
Yeah.
But I swear to every fucking British guy has had their like, listen here, you stupid broad. What the fuck are you doing?
So also, I showed my friends her song, and they were like, wait, that's her. So they said, Jake, you sound like a pussy. I go, you don't care about my feelings. I'm saying, because she said, you don't care about my feelings.
We don't use the word broad. What do you guys use? What is your term?
I wouldn't take the post down. I said, she said, you don't care about my feelings. And so I said, I don't care about your feelings. You don't care about
I know what they would have said in Australia, but it would get me demonetized.
feelings because you can't.
You wench. You fucking wench. Right, trifling little. Oh, I can't say that. Never mind.
Get me out of your house.
Got you. So this recording of you yelling was conducted after she had told you you're being kicked out of the house.
Yes.
Okay, and she called the police because you were yelling.
Yes, because yes.
And there was nothing broken, nothing physical. You're claiming?
No, not at all. In fact, the second like a voice gets above like an unpleasant octave, Lex goes, "You are yelling at me," and then she retreats.
Got you. Okay.
Dude, when it gets above a certain octave, she's like, "You were yelling at me," and then she just runs, dude. She just literally just fucking books it.
Okay, so the yell.
You're yelling at me, like backpack kid runs into the bedroom.
She was yelling. That led to her. I'm not saying that's a crime, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Naruto runs out of the room.
I was upset that she was kicking me out of her house in a foreign country over an Instagram story. Yes, I was upset about it. Yes, I was upset about that.
Okay, no, I would be upset about that too. And this is what I was trying to clarify. And you're calling it, reactive abuse or whatever. I guess that's like the therapeutic term for it. I try to avoid using terms like that because I look weird.
I'm not a doctor. That's just it was helpful for me when I was in other situations.
No, I got you. I got you. It's an accurate descriptor. But yes, there are people that, and for all we know, this might be the case, but there are people that will get you angry, and then use your reaction against you in a situation where most.
It's kind of like the way you would try to attack Chud or attack Hellbent for the purpose of getting a reaction, for the purpose of getting, it's all like that's how the YouTube algorithm operates. I mean, it's all like action reaction, like baiting people. Like this is how this ecosystem works.
Mm-hmm. And did you throw a phone at the wall?
I don't think I threw my phone. I think she was texting me while I was trying to talk to her, and I was like, just talk to me. And I like tossed my phone, and I was like, don't text me. But I didn't like chuck it at the wall or anything. No. Did you also think I punched?
Okay, so he didn't punch a wall. He lobbed his phone. And it probably hit the wall. That's probably a reasonable assessment of what happened.
The wall. I didn't do that.
Was she in the room when this happened? No, you're texting her. You're texting her. Yeah.
So she went into her room, and I'm just like outside of the door saying, hey, like, why are you doing this? You're hurting my feelings. Yes. And,
Willie, you're saying you can't believe you turned the money down. Can you believe that he ended up spending it on bullshit legal stuff because his stupid girlfriend convinced him it was the right thing to do? Like, he was literally contacting a lawyer to start an international lawsuit on somebody in the fucking UK. With the 50 grand that Mr. Beast paid for, presumably, because he's out of money.
Yeah,
unless he'd already spent that, too.
And I'm like, okay, talk to me, no? Because I'm like baffled about what's going on.
So
he's the first guy who ever took an international lawsuit seriously. And got fucking, whatever lawyer that is, fucking just rode his shit into the dirt.
No, I only asked that just to get specific clarification because I'm just explaining to chat because she's the phone at the wall thing, obviously like a potential threat. But you're doing it. You allegedly taught. You're saying toss. She said through. I guess you got different definitions. While she's out of the room.
Yeah, no, it wasn't at her. It wasn't at anything. I was just constantly like, don't text me, talk to me, And yeah, so the things she's alleging about me, like being threatening, the things she's alleging about me, like screaming at her, like it's like when you're in a relationship, like sometimes you have arguments that are unpleasant. Like I've talked to so many people and they're like, yeah, man, you can record like everybody's ugly moments. I mean, that's what I put on my Instagram story when I was talking about Mr. Beast the other day. It was from one of my videos where I said, if you take a snapshot of somebody at their worst and use it to discredit them, that's really gross because when somebody's at their worst, they're likely hurting and in need of help, And I was talking about Jimmy using PIs to dig up dirt on people.
Oh, did you ever respond to Mudahar's response to you? My response to Mudahar was literally that his response was literally, it was just nothing. There was no response there. He's claiming he talked to a bunch of people. He only talked to like Nux. I think he eventually talked to Keem. It was just as bullshit as the previous one. Whatever my opinion was on the previous one is my opinion on that one. And I don't know if I probably put it in one of the VODs if you're looking for it specifically. If I didn't, I'll just attach it to one of these VODs. Because usually I keep stuff like that in, but if it wasn't topical, I might have cut it and forgot about it.
And I just thought it was fitting a post.
So he didn't call. No, he never called me. He never answered my DM. Never. Absolutely, unequivocally no. And I guess like you could argue I'm not relevant to the story directly as like Nuxtaku would be, but I mean ultimately this guy reached out to me to get my input on the video, posted it before I finished like watching it or whatever, and then ghosted me when I asked him a simple question about it, and he was talking to me like after too. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no reason to out this guy further or engage with him further, but like. If anybody has a problem with my position on this stuff, I assure you, if I ever had to show the DMs, you'd agree with me.
Instagram story again, because that's exactly what Lex is now doing to me.
It's just absurd, spineless, ridiculous behavior.
Now that I would like to publicly accuse her of doing the things that she's been doing to me.
Like, I'm totally justifiably annoyed at this guy.
Okay, so she's allegedly, I'm gonna try and pull up her chat. She's allegedly showing a photo of a damaged wall.
A damaged wall?
Yeah. Did the phone hit the wall? Did you punch the wall? I mean, even if that was the case, even if that was I think the wall being, I'll let you.
I don't think that I hit the wall. I don't know. I don't think I left a hole in the wall at all. I mean, the police removed me. They said police removed me as soon as they got there. The vibes got so chill, and I just packed myself and I left. didn't like arrest me or anything. They didn't like take me away. They said, all right, go ahead, go to the airport. I said, all right, I guess go to the airport. But yeah.
So did she mention destruction of property with the police?
She could have. I don't know. I was gone by then.
Okay, when she called them. Okay, so she's.
When she called them.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got tons of shit to watch tonight. That's about all I can handle of Jake Weddle. I do have a few things I want to look at before we jump, though. One thing I wanted to point out straight away is that 7 hours ago, at the time of screenshotting this, 7 hours ago, this is like 2 hours, so it's like 9 hours ago, he finally updated his passwords, chat. He went to sleep before he did it. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. This is totally fucking ridiculous. You missed that it was actually Jake that dumped her. I'm okay. I think I'll survive. Oh, there are other people who dedicated 5+ hours to this shit. Holy fuck. And then the YouTube drama subreddit said, update. These are the messages. Check this shit out. It came to our attention that the mod team yesterday afternoon, the situation with Jake Weddle and his girlfriend, the TLDR was DMs between Hellbent and Lex were leaked and claimed one of the moderators warned her about a video. So this is the original post saying that, like, no, you don't understand. Lex was totally misled and she's a normal person or whatever. And then they updated it and they're like, hey, so it's just not real. Jake Weddle confirms on live stream here. Another streamer, MRAO, now interviewed earlier and leaked in the leaked recording of Lex had. Leaked audio is 4 hours in. So we actually have the audio? I didn't know that was here. Wait, what? So he played it?
On my end.
4 hours in? So it's sick, dude. The leak recording's 4 hours in. Are you fucking kidding me? Did he cut it out? Leaked audio 4 hours in. Is this it?
I'll intro. You guys, I appreciate the support.
Dude, I got trolled. Apparently the leaked audio sucks. There's like nothing valuable in it. Let me see. What do we got here? Just for the record, her narrative about how she has to be his mental health caretaker and has been taxing his classic. Oh no, dude! We're getting hit. It's Darvo. It's literally Darvo, chat. No way. No way, bro. Where's let me get some music in here. I think in 2025 we got to get new background themes, dude. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's that good shit. Why are we slowed down though? Just for the record, her narrative about how she had to be his mental health caretaker and it's been taxing is frankly classic Darvo. It might sound believable to you because Jake has a history of mental issues and has been under a lot of stress, but the fact is this was going on very publicly when she met him, and she was very enthusiastic about ingraining herself into every aspect of his life, including work and personal communication, and used that access he trusted her with to continue controlling him, even as she publicly threw him under the bus with false accusations. This is not a case of someone's mental illness taking advantage of the kindness of their partner, Jake taking advantage of her. It's the case of someone targeting and exploiting someone mentally ill and weaponizing that illness against them once it's convenient. For example, Jake's Clout appealed to her at first when he was getting a lot of public sympathy and just saying he came into some money, but now he's getting a lot of hate and she's made herself hated. This is the perfect time for her to dip and blame everything on him to get social favor from his detractors and get them to leave her alone. I mean, I'm joking, but this is probably true. I mean, I'm diagnosing right now, yeah. So she used both of these factors to get herself an in. She was talking about co-hosting with drama streamers and was hanging around with them to casually ingratiate herself and even flirting with one after playing the victim so aggressively about how they treated her. It's extremely sick. She's a liar and an opportunist and Jake didn't deserve it. True, literal fucking Darvo. I agree. Oh, she's clearly love-bombing him. Jake seems very naive and a sensitive person. He needs to protect himself better. Really? Jesus Christ. I think it's antisocial personality. I'm kidding. Every single one is like a new term. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck, bro? Every one of these. I DM'd Plog because I remember he was the one that got in touch with her. Oh, chat, the schizo mod who fucking hates me is the one who got fucking owned. Get shit on, Plom MC. Fuck you. That's funny. Oh, it's actually fucking funny. Dude, shout out to Plog MC something, dude. I'm so glad it was you. I was watching one of Nick DeOrio's videos today. It was the one about Lex, and he talked about how Beckett from Cope and Seethe was talking to him about Lex, and apparently she has a long history of doing this exact shit. The thing is, Nick and Beckett expected that she was going to make a rape allegation in the next few years. Apparently, someone from her IRL community emailed Jake warning him that she does that to everyone she dates. I'm not really surprised Jake believed her. No offense to you, Jake. I'm seeing that he replied to some of the messages, but you seem like a really trusting person and assume the best in people around you. Yeah, some people just call that stupid. Honestly, makes me wonder if part of why she's chasing so much negative attention was to be like, see, I have crazy trolls trolling me. Yeah. I think it's also to drum up publicity. Yeah, I saw on Aiden's stream, Queeman mentioned that Hellbent and Emro are just feeding information on Lex back to Beckett. I guess Queeman can be a bit of a troll, though, so I don't know if he's being serious. I've been out all day, so I'm trying. I've just gotten home. I'm using Reddit to keep up with this. I'm trying to catch up now. This is so much worse than what's being described. She's got a screw loose. It's so weird. This community is. It's better for their reputations if they were running malicious ops on somebody for fun, rather than just getting friendly with the wrong person. Queeman also talked about how you can't confront people like Lex too hard because you want to keep them hanging around your stream long enough for more content, like an animal playing with its food. I like some of these creators, but either the culture is getting more toxic or I just never paid attention before. Okay, so it's super toxic, but reasonably. I mean, I think all these people could Minecraft it into the sun. That wouldn't really impact my channel. These types of commentary channels are definitely getting more toxic. Sure, there's been drama in the past. Alright, I actually agree with this. I think the people are too bloodthirsty. I think it's a symptom of the fact that there's been so many big stories in rapid succession that there's like a bloodthirsty element of like, when are we claiming the next scalp or whatever? When like the Dr. Disrespect shit moves right into the I'm Alex shit, which moves right into the, like, I think that people are a little bit bloodthirsty right now. And once the drama slows down, it'll probably get a little hairy for a little while where everyone's like looking for the next scalp to eat or whatever. But I think it'll calm down next year if, unless we keep moving at this pace, then yeah, it's just going to get worse. But I do think that there's just like, and people are like, well, why doesn't Nick like the debate bro stuff? And I'm talking about Aiden because he's like, well, when we're bored, we're going to just debate incest or something. And that's fun or whatever. And it's like, the people who want to watch that content, like the people who subscribe to Aiden, don't subscribe because they like Aiden. They subscribe to Aiden because they want to watch him have a mental breakdown and fucking Minecraft himself. That's why they subscribe to his channel. When you make yourself like a self-deprecating like debate bro, or you make yourself like a playful bit guy who is always the butt end of his own jokes or whatever, you don't like attract an audience of people who want to succeed, like see you succeed or whatever. They just want to see a white trash brawl where somebody gets brutally embarrassed at the end of the night. It's not like a sustainable business model to be doing the stuff that he's doing and to associate with it. And when I say associate with it, I don't mean I'm going to stop being friends with Aiden. I'm just not going to play along with it because it doesn't make any business sense to do so. Nobody actually wants to sit around and have a talk about fucking let's talk about like whether incest is morally neutral. All right, COVID ended. It's time to move on. We're not that bored anymore, guys. We're going to talk about real things. But yeah, I mean, that's just like the whole debate pedo stuff is just it's a LARP to bring in an audience of people who want you to be like burned at the stake. So, and I mean, enjoy whatever you're cooking over there, but it's the easiest way to like create like a hostile hate audience. What is Aiden's YouTube channel? I don't know. Be honest, I think we just had it up on screen. It's MRAW Live. That's Aiden's channel. Subscribe. I don't actually subscribe to him either. It's Xylee Gets Real.
I always do the possible.
Nico, yeah, I definitely care about what he has to say, and I definitely care about his opinion. Exactly, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's a total waste of time to do those conversations. Like, has anybody ever sat there and like, my streamer is really smart, but he would be even smarter if he debated why rapists should die or go to jail? Are people really debating incest? Yeah, there's like some debate pedophilia that goes on. To be clear, I was overstating how much Aiden does it. Apparently more of it's in jest than I realize. But again, one day he tweeted out, he goes, we're going to debate bestiality tonight. And it was a huge joke and everyone was memeing it. And then later on that night, he debated bestiality. So, I mean, I think a lot of Aiden is just like, I'm doing a bit. I got ultra trolled. Now I've gone off the deep end. I'm actually spurging. And that's like the description of his streams. Yeah. But I do think that he sets out with a bit in mind, and whilst his quest to achieve said bit is in progress, he loses himself and goes completely fucking crazy. All right, guys, segment over. That's Jake Weddle. He's got his accounts back. We predicted it. We said something was going to happen. It happened way faster than we expected. And I am probably never going to have to talk about Jake Weddle ever again because we've hit our quota. He's been accused. He's been redeemed. It's over, I think. Unless he hasn't, in which case then we'll have to talk about him again.